Hello, welcome to another episode of Aerois, High Rollers, Dungeons and Dragons, the D&D campaign here on the Yogscast Twitch channel. Stop rolling dice!
I'm not rolling dice, I'm trying to move them.
Move them then.
Okay, I'll do it quietly.
It's like a teacher trying to start the class and
to the
somebody's just
toilet.
making noise.
Sorry.
Shut up,
Go to the toilet.
Quiet.
I'm going to pass notes.
Welcome to High Rollers. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes, as always. Joining me, we have a full team. Whoop, 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 whoop. Rhiannon, Trot, Kim, Switch, Tom, Katie.
Hi.
What a face. Welcome, friends. As a heads up, there may be some camera issues, but we're just going to power through it later on. A couple of things to announce, as always. Big thank you to our sponsors for High Rollers. D&D Beyond and Displate.
What play?
First up, it's D&D Beyond. Sponsored us for a very long time. D&D Beyond is the official
Official
Dungeons and Dragons digital tool set. I got there. You can check that out. It's got a compendium, a character builder, all sorts of awesome stuff. They now have a Discord as well if you want to meet and chat with other D&D Beyond users and D&D fans.
When's their encounter builder coming out?
Soon. It's still coming soon. TM. I will say. Don't you worry. This
now.
is today, I believe, is the very last day to use code WARMPLATES to get 25% off the legendary bundle.
Make Sentry proud and use warm plates.
Today's the very last day to do it.
This is it.
It's 25% off. You get every single D&D book released up until now.
So
you
many
get
books.
15% off future purchases as well. It's a really, really good deal. You save over $100. It's magic stuff. Use that, warm plates.
Yeah, very cool.
Displate, our second sponsor.
Plate.
Which plate?
Dat Plate.
Dat plate.
Never buy a frame again.
No frames.
I love it. It's
No
like
fuss.
such a podcasty thing to say. And today's stream is brought to you by Displate. Never buy a frame again. Displate is magic plates that stick on your wall. They've got great art on them. Magnet plates.
Sounds like Rick and Morty.
I'm Randy Norris Johnson.
Ooh, it's Displate sale.
Put them on your wall, they're up there.
The exciting news about Displate today is that Mark is dying a little bit. So Displate actually have a sale on this weekend, so you get 30% off if you use the code Shazam.
Shazam!
Whoa! Please,
Are you
there should be a link in chat at the moment. Please use our link that's in chat. It's also on our Twitter account, but it is live until, I believe, midnight Central Eastern Time tomorrow night, Monday night. So you've got limited time, but please do check it out if you want it 30% off.
Ooh, use the code Shazam. Get 30% off all the plates. Stick them on your walls. Oh boy.
There.
No
if
answer,
you use
your
that
eyes.
code, you get to buy this display. That
This
plate.
is
Put it on
Mark's
your
choice.
wall.
This is Mark's choice.
It's got a cool samurai bowman. It's got
Yeah.
like a giant mech man and then a cool
like it.
Viking.
It's very cool.
Fucking cool.
It's just cool.
It's just cool. A couple of other quick things to announce. YogCon.
Yeah.
We sold out the first half of all the tickets that went up for sale.
Yes.
They went in like
Yeah.
a couple of minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. But there's another batch of YogCon tickets coming in May, including the other half of the High Rollers VIP tickets. So there's 5 more
5 went out.
HR VIP tickets. That's for a game with me, a dinner with all of us, bunch of cool swag, loads of cool stuff, all for YogCon. Check that out. That's coming out in May. TwitchCon, 13th to the 14th. Tickets are sold out for that, but you'll still be able to tune in and watch us live. It's a live episode. It's happening on the Glitch stage on Saturday around 3 p.m. European time. We're not on the website yet. Don't mock my pointing hands.
No, we're
pointing
finger gunning
each
each
other
other.
again. We're not on the website yet or on the schedule, but I promise you we're doing it. We are going to be
Do you
there.
want to finger each other?
Stop that. One thing just to announce, unfortunately, Kim won't be joining us anymore for TwitchCon. She's just going to be here hanging out, chilling out.
Still mine?
You'll be in chat though, won't you, Kim?
Yeah.
Won't you?
Yes, that's the correct answer. Couple of quick other things as well. New HR phone cases.
Yeah.
We
New
don't
merch.
have them
Where
though
is
yet.
it?
We don't have
We
them.
don't have them. They're being sent to us this week. But yes,
Phone cases.
please do use the code High Rollers at checkout. You get 10% off, not just High Rollers merch, but the whole
All
Yogscast store.
merch.
Store.yogscast.com, so you can check that out.
Get them on your iPhones. Get them on your Galaxies.
Ooh-wee.
Don't get them on this though, because why do I own this phone?
What is
Is that a
Tom's not
Hawaii?
allowed.
Sony Xperia.
You can't get it on the Hawaii.
Can't get it on that. So if you have
Why?
this, for shame.
Okay.
Soz.
Then the very last thing is we did put a fan art video out last week. Go and check that out. It's on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much to all the artists who do artwork. We love it. It's great. It's the
And
best.
cosplay.
Thank you.
And cosplay and music and cool shit.
Not music.
Thanks.
That's my thing.
And with that, is there anything else? I don't know if there's anything. Huh?
There's another announcement coming out next week about a High Rollers related thing
Oh, mate,
that
yes.
I will be
Yeah.
announcing on my
Yeah.
Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
keep an
Oh,
eye out
yeah,
for that
that
on
thing.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's pretty
Tuesday.
cool.
I've got a cool thing.
Working
to
with a
announce.
previous sponsor. It's a cool thing. Check that out. And
out
there's
for that.
even more
That'd be
stuff
very
coming
cool.
out.
So much stuff.
So much stuff. Right, with that, let's get into the Aerois intro video, and then we'll do the recap, and then we'll play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow!
Oh,
Hello, welcome to Aerois. Very clean podcast intro this week.
Thank you.
A recap on what's
Made it
happened.
way worse.
You made it
Oh,
worse.
God.
oh wow.
It's fine.
You
You
made
go
it
fix that
worse.
while I do the recap.
Okay.
So blown
Oh,
up.
Chris Trott.
Trying to figure out how to cut that one out.
Well, figure it out. Here's the recap.
Work on it. Oh. Where are we?
I will do the recap.
They're in the
meantime.
basement.
With their ally and friend, oh, thank you, Sid, switched it over. With their ally and friend, Sentry, Guardian Paladin of Solvin, dead, and the party magically transported to a new continent, they've sought the aid of a priestess of Kalara called Scaldi Ravenscar. The dwarven priestess has agreed to heal their injuries and help protect Sentry's life force, in exchange for the party helping her resolve a problem with unquiet spirits in the ruin of an old watchtower called the Night Eye. The party set off, leaving Sentry's body behind in the town of Stenhill, and encountered some troubles along the road, including a pair of storm griffins that descended from the sky. Arriving at the ruins, the party realized it had been the location of a desperate battle between Aerois and the forces of Callus Starbane, with the remains of a giant metal war machine half buried in the ruins. Nova felt the presence of a shard of Tiangong, the Eterna, who has given her her magical powers. And after a battle against a swarm of angry spirits, the party have discovered the flooded entrance to the underground chamber where the source of the ghost's anger and the shard of Tiangong remain.
We're very dull.
Wow, just
We're very dull
Crunch
now.
that one up. That recap's out the window.
So say that again?
No?
Shut up.
We look like we're in a different room.
It's
to
fine.
you.
No, it's about the same. It's
not.
about the same. We'll fix it on the break. We'll fix it on the break.
Get back in the basement. Shush.
So, Katie,
Hi.
you have had a brief recap of everything.
Yes, I have.
You also are low on hit points.
Yes, I see that. Thank you, guys.
That's all right. Thank Reckless Attack.
Thank
you did
you,
get
Reckless
3
Attack.
critical hits though.
Yeah,
last week.
Excellent.
crazy.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the fact that you can roll, and I'm the most unlucky person on the planet.
Even more reason to Reckless Attack advantage. It's the best.
Instantly, have you seen that your favourite Twitter channel now has a new Twitter handle?
Yes, the high roll stats. Back at it again,
With
in
a
a big
new-
way, with more stats. And
With more-
graphs.
With more
There's
steps.
graphs this time.
Visual.
Oh,
Graphs?
boy.
But my question to you above everything else is what would you guys like to do in this beginning
Ooh.
game of Dungeons and Dragons?
Long rest.
So it is currently night time.
Yes.
You are standing in sort of not quite waist high, but maybe thigh high, stagnant flood water
Ooh,
that
yummy.
permeates around this ruin. It is cold. It is wet. It is dark. Nova has found this stairwell. It looks like there was once a door or some sort of trapdoor or seal to it. That's long been broken open or broken and half shattered. And you can see there are stone steps that lead down, but the whole thing is underwater with this dark, cloudy floodwater. Soil and residue and dust has made it this very kind of thick, obscured water. There does not appear to be any light sources down there. It is just a wet underwater hole.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Not the nicest description yet.
You
So
can see the green glow of the visor of the large war machine, just kind of highlighting the whole ruins in this spectrally green shade.
Is it making any noise?
No,
Oh, it's not like a.
no.
it's not
It's
silent.
not a Cylon.
Okay.
There probably is a very, very faint hum. Not like that.
That was the saddest noise.
Saddest form.
This trapdoor is submerged underwater.
Yeah, the trapdoor part of it's long been broken off and fallen in or rotten away or whatever it is. It's now just like a stone floor with stone stairs that lead down, but the whole
There's
thing's
water going
underwater.
into it.
The whole
whole thing's
area,
flooded.
the whole area that you're stood in, you're kind of standing on the remnants of these buildings and floors that were once the watchtower, but it's crumbled through the battle and half of it's sunken into the ground, and there's just this layer of floodwater, and it looks like the whole thing is flooded underneath. You're not sure, there might be some rooms that have air pockets, you don't know.
I don't know what to do here. I can't hold my breath for longer than about that long, actually.
Someone can, though.
Since you weren't here last week, literally I spent pretty much most of the episode underneath the water trying to find this entrance.
So on that,
Fantastic.
I did some reading up. So with an air ganassi, you can hold your breath for an indefinite amount of time. You don't need. It's not that you don't need to breathe, but you can just go, and then that's you don't. You can just hold your breath forever. If you were somehow to ever lose your breath in some way, you would still be suffocating. So think of it that way.
So if someone gut punches me.
Like if somebody gut punches you, if you fell
okay.
unconscious, all your air goes and you'd be drowning. So
Cute.
that's important to remember.
Cute.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not that you don't need to breathe. Like Sentry, if she was still alive, doesn't need to technically breathe.
Too soon, man.
Yeah. You can just hold your breath forever, basically, as long as nothing happens.
Am I gaining some extra muscle from the previous times when I've been carrying Sentry's body?
It's more toning, but yeah, definitely.
Toning up.
Probably
Conditioning.
exhaustion,
You've
actually.
got 20 strength now, actually. Wow.
No, I'm passing my checks for that. Just toning.
You're not given a +2 strength?
No.
Carrying sentry?
No.
Okay.
What's the distance on your dancing lights? How far can you cast it?
And can you do it underwater?
Are you asking as Nova?
As Nova, yeah.
120 feetsies.
I was just wondering, if anyone has any rope or anything like that, maybe I could go under the water with one of the dancing lights, or as many of them as possible, and try and find at least a room or maybe like where it goes, so I can maybe scout out the way and make it easier for you guys to get there. Like if I can find a way or something. And
Solid plan. Like
yeah,
It sounds great. I've got like 100 feet of rope on me.
perfect.
Well, that's actually very useful. But not now, though, right? I mean, we've seen what they're like without the sunlight shining on them. Can we wait until morning at the very least?
In this sewage facility.
I mean, it's not sewage, it's just
Sewage.
runoff water.
It's muddy.
I mean,
Yes, it is that. It is those things.
it was a little drier up on the hill.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about storms. There might be one coming, but
you can never be sure of those things by the sounds of it.
if we find more ghosts like this, and it's, well,
I had skull.
they're as powerful as they were,
They are.
we're done, basically.
That's just the intro.
Okay.
So we can take a small nap here. How about that? We take a nap, and then we can continue.
Sounds good.
I will go with the group's decision. I'm fine.
Then again, I'm always really good at making plans and then coming up with alternatives to the plans that I've just made. If we're going under into this thing, there's not going to be any sunlight down there anyway. So whatever we find down there is going to be as... I think either way, actually. I've changed my mind. It's either way.
I think it depends really. Do you need a rest? Are you hurt? Do you need time to recover? How's your magical energy?
My magical energy is in the toilet.
I'm a bit beaten up.
Yeah.
Short rest, you'd be fine.
I think Scaldy's a bit.
Yes.
As Kim, remembering from last week.
I had them here.
I have one right
No, they were like around this area. I've probably thrown them away by accident. No,
Yeah, maybe when you scrunched up the recap.
no,
That
it
was
wasn't.
Scaldy.
Yeah.
Scaldy's dead because of the recap.
I don't know.
I
She
could
was-
definitely benefit from
I
a
can get 'em off
longer
my
nap.
phone.
How about we do this idea of trying to find a pocket to rest in?
But if
There's gotta
we're
be
trying to find a... yeah, I guess you can look for somewhere that's a little bit drier, but... Could we rest here? Could we find a place to rest? Is it
I mean,
doable?
so there's literally you came in on like a small trail road
'Kay.
that wound its way through the hills, and then from the top of the hills you could see the ruin, and you made your way down. There's also parts of the ruin that are above the water, like there are stone bits that you could still rest on. It would be a bit damp, but you wouldn't be like in thigh-high water. Like there are actual like stone platforms that Nova, like the entrance that you're currently going into is technically under like a little lip of like probably would have once been a floor as part of this watchtower, like one of the upper floors, and there's like an under bit, and that's where the entrance is. So you could just rest on the stone area up above, or you could go out to the hills, you could rest there. I will give you some information about generally being underwater, because it's going to become relevant. Creatures underwater, you move at half speed. Now, because this is a flooded ruin, there's no current. So you don't have to make athletics checks to swim. You just move at half speed. That's it. You don't need to worry about swimming. So even Quill with his one arm, you can still pull yourself along and swim, but you're just at half speed.
Cool.
Obviously, you have to hold your breath. You can't breathe underwater. Creatures can hold their breath for 1 minute plus their con modifier in minutes. So if you have a con modifier of a +1, you can hold your breath for 2 minutes.
What if you have
And
minus?
Then it would, I think it's minimum of 1.
Okay, cool. I've got 2 minutes. I was just wondering.
Yeah. So if you, once that time runs out, you are then suffocating and drowning. You can survive for a number of rounds equal to your con modifier. So if you have a con modifier of 1, Tom, if you run out of your time, you have 1 round before you go to 0 hit points and you drown.
Okay.
Well, you don't start taking damage.
I can see how this is going to go.
You just go to 0. Like if you drown, you're at 0. You can't regain hit points until you can breathe again. So if somebody can't heal you underwater to get you up, they have to get you where you can breathe and then heal
the
you.
same kind of healing, is it? Yeah.
Exactly.
What if they do mouth to mouth?
Yeah, that would be fine. If you could give somebody some air, that'd be fine. But then you would be reducing your own amount of air that you have. Creatures fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage, but also lots of weapon attacks have disadvantage. There are some that don't. Generally, anything with piercing motions, you're fine. So daggers, short swords, javelins, spears, tridents. Big hammers, you're at disadvantage.
Why are you talking about weapon attacks underwater?
Just in case it becomes
Oh
relevant.
shit, what about lightning underwater?
Lightning underwater will have an increased area. It will increase the area of effect. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much the main stuff you need to know. Ranged weapons like crossbows, nets, or thrown weapons like spears are fine. Longbows, no good, no bueno. And if you try and fire above your normal range, they automatically miss. So
Okay.
you only get the short range on ranged weapons.
Cool beans.
Why are we doing this again?
That's
Oh
a
yeah,
good question.
fragment.
Yeah. Fragment, also, you kind of swore an oath
Yeah.
in exchange for helping your dead friend.
That too.
Smooth.
Always got to bring it back to the realsy
I
stuff.
do, yes. So I will, while I log in to try and get Scaldy's stats from my Google Drive on my phone, you guys can decide what you're going to do in terms of resting.
Maybe it is a good idea to rest.
I mean,
We don't know what's under there, and someone could get attacked while finding a pocket.
and as far as spells go, I'm very close to drained. I don't know about you, Lucius and Nova.
I
But
feel quite sprightly, honestly.
really.
Yes.
There's certainly
I
going to
could-
be more spirits down below, I'm sure. This was not all of them. I'm almost certain this place is full of
What about
things.
up here now? Are we likely drawing attention to
Well,
ourselves?
there's still that one on the road, if we go back to the hills.
That's true.
The one that the merchant saw, the ghost rider. But there's also, I mean, I guess it depends on how long we stay here. If we stay till morning, the spirits generally don't come out during the sunlight. But if we stay here another night, I mean, these ghosts haven't been put to rest. We've just disrupted their forms. They'll likely come back. We have to stop whatever is causing these spirits to be at unease.
And when you say they come out at night, does that mean the ghost lady is going to come back here when morning comes around?
Well, we don't know where
We
that
don't know.
ghost lady rider belongs to. Where
As your Ganassi friend says, we don't know.
Well, it's either we rest here on some of these comfortable stones, or we go into the hills on the comfortable mud.
Where there are comfortable lightning storms, Quill.
We rest here on the comfortable stones.
Okay.
We've just gotten rid, at least for now, of these ghosts, so you should be okay for one long rest, right?
Sure.
That's true.
We can take watches.
Yeah, I can use primeval
wanna-
awareness, and I can keep a lookout for any spookies.
Are you
Spookies.
picking up on Lucius's? way
Maybe
of
just a little
talking?
bit, yes.
That's
Good.
disturbing.
I've spent a little bit too long with you guys, but it's not a bad thing.
Not long enough.
Very true.
Let's go sleep on a rock.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
Can I
long
borrow your
rest.
red pen?
Yes.
I'd like to roleplay the whole rest.
Sure. It's going to help
Real
me
time.
out. I've got to write down some stats.
In real
'cause I
time.
can't find
Breathe
my
in,
8
breathe
hours.
out.
So the idea is
Tune
you
in
are.
2 weeks'
So just so I know,
time.
you guys are going to take a long rest here in the ruins of the keep. You're
Yeah.
going to take 8 hours of rest where you are now.
4 hours of trance for old Lucius.
Yes. So 3
So
hours.
4 hours of watch. At some point.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so
I
you're
can
going
do
to take
4
half hour
hours.
watch, and then you're going to take half
I
an
can
hour of
take-
half time of watch. Because you only need 4 hours
Yep.
each for your long rests. Nova, do you want to do something?
I just need to check what I used. If I used levitate recently.
did
I not.
don't believe you have.
Sleep levitating.
You get it back on a long rest.
Yeah, that's
so.
the thing. I can just take a short rest, and because my spell slots reset on a short rest,
Good old-
right?
They
Blocks.
do. You still need sleep because this is the middle of the night. You've been traveling all day.
Might
You
get
still need
exhausted.
sleep, but
I will sleep then.
okay. And Aerois, what do you want to do?
I think I'll just take a long rest.
Okay.
I
Do you
can
want to do anything beforehand, like before you rest?
I might just quickly cast primeval awareness
Okay.
for a bit, and then try and get a sense of see if any apparitions or aberrations.
Can you tell me
or
like the
weird
range
things.
of that is?
It's up to a mile, or if I'm in my favoured terrain, it's 6 miles.
Wow.
What's your favourite terrain?
I think it's coast.
Coast.
Yeah, it's
so yeah, it
coast,
won't
so it
count
would be-
here.
yeah.
But within a mile, and what can you sense?
I can sense aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or
You sense
undead.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. There's undead below you. Like
Okay.
you can sense the vague premonition of there is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About between 9 and 10 undead creatures below you,
went into double
all
figures.
spread out. Yeah,
Cool.
for sure.
Okay, so bad news, guys. There's lots more ghosts, and
Yeah, I forgot about primeval awareness, but that's really good. Yeah.
there's lots more coming below. So
They're coming for us now?
not now, no,
Here.
but we've got a lot more fighting to do ahead of us by the looks.
Generally, with spirits, they'll stay roughly where they are until they're disturbed. As long as, well, once we go down there, I'm sure we'll engage them. But
Apart from the horse lady,
well, yes, except that one. I don't know what will
could
happen.
be more
with
like her that roam and just stab us in the night, you know?
that. True.
If there's something more malicious around them being here, then I don't think we can rely on what they usually do.
They
I
could
think
be.
we should get rest while we can, though.
Yeah, let's rest. Let's get our strength. We're gonna need it.
I'll take first watch. Because I feel very sprightly right now. I might do a handstand. Here we go.
So you're going to take the first watch. So perception checks from those of you who are taking watch, please.
Can he roll for a handstand first?
Sure, acrobatics.
Natural 7. Thank fuck.
Natural 7
plus
plus acrobatics.
2. 9.
It's not a very good handstand.
I realise that there's water.
You kind of
really
get
slippy.
you kind of get like one leg up, and then you kind of give up on it halfway through, and your hands are now all wet and scratched.
16 for the second half of the
Let's
night.
do a perception.
16. Yeah. Now perception check for Lucius, please.
7 again. 11.
11. Interesting.
How interesting.
You took first watch and I took
So-
second watch.
Throughout the night, in the first watch with Lucius, there's no sound of waves, just this kind of dull presence of damp moisture around you. The cold night air. You don't really have proper, like, You didn't start a fire. It's cold. You find yourself shivering, drawing yourself as close as you can under what clothes you have to try and stay warm.
Stetson.
But there's also not just the cold of the air, there's a presence here. A very unnatural presence. Something below. Like a dark creeping in your mind. Tendrils of inky blackness. Just a feeling of cold spreading through your body. But the first 4 hours pass, no ghosts or monsters appear. You come out unscathed. You switch with Ayla, who takes over. And Ayla, you're a bit more hearty. You still notice the cold, but perhaps it affects you less. And you don't get there's no magical sense for you. You don't get a sense of this kind of unnatural unease. To you, it's just a quiet, flooded ruin. It has a feeling of history and of age. This is a place where nature has risen up and reclaimed something that was once civilized. You look at this half-buried war machine, moss and algae have kind of grown up of its sides, and whilst it still has this dull green light of power, the thing has rusted and has succumbed to the elements themselves. Whatever parts of it remains beneath the ground have been crushed by stone and earth, more than likely. And there's this general sense of nature overcoming civilization here. But for you as well, you pass for 4 hours and there is no sign of spirits or activity. You will complete a long rest.
Cool.
Sweet. We're all just waiting.
Don't forget you get half
Do
your
it.
hit dice back. So I think I did spend some hit dice for Ayla on a short rest. I think I spent 2.
I think
so you
I've
get
got
half
them
your level
back now because
yes, it's half level.
I think
so.
now I have. Yeah, I hadn't spent them before, so
Yeah.
I think I should be
Okay.
okay.
Annoyingly, I've lost most of Scaldi's. For some reason, my Google Doc doesn't have her lantern abilities, but I remember most of them, so I'll just use them off the top of my head. Cool.
Well, I get up, eat some rations, open my water skin. And,
You were doing that on purpose. Yeah, what rations are you eating, though? I mean, Scaldi provided
I was just saying
some-
that as a way to open this without it
provided
being
us one day.
distracting.
She did provide you with 1 day, which you spent on travelling here. In fact, no, she would have bought enough for the return journey as well.
Okay, I'll just get rid of mine now.
Okay.
I think I still had some in my.
I found some worms
Most
in
of
nearby.
it. Okay. You enjoy a cold breakfast of worms. Swallows them back.
Don't do
Excellent.
that sound ever again.
Sorry.
And yeah, you wake up, the sun crests. I need to check for storm weather. Give me a D100. 25% chance. 99.
Wow.
Let's see what time of day it strikes.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
That's bad.
So 75 higher.
There's
see.
definitely
It's
gonna
always
be a
back.
storm.
I thought it
You
was
don't want
25 or
high.
lower. I see. Okay.
25% chance. I always do it. If it's like something that's
He
going to
rolled a
happen,
19 now.
I do it from like the highest one, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, there's Ayla. You probably get the sense that the wind is changing. You probably have several hours before the storm hits, but a storm is coming this
Am
way.
I starting? The more time that I spend here, am I starting to get more of a sense of as things because they're a bit magical storms?
Yeah, they're unpredictable. Like you generally, I would say, because you have this natural affinity of knowing when storms are coming, you get like a warning. Like if they're gonna hit, you would know. But yeah, there's no way of predicting them. Like this is now the 3rd day I think you've been here, and this is the 3rd storm that's happened. Like they come for several hours and then they go
Turns
away
out
again.
Mark rolls really high on that
Yeah.
possibility.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Same with
Good
most
to
of
know.
Mark's rolls. But yeah, so a storm will hit in about 4 hours or so.
Storms are coming.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
want to be out here when the storms come. This is not very well protected.
Not really sure we want to be down there when the storm comes. Then again, actually, no, I do want to be down there.
I don't think
Prefer
we want to
over
be
there.
down there regardless.
Well,
Personally, I'd rather be in the storm. But anyway,
I was back in Gusthaven.
Well, Scaldi kind of like just like you did agree to help me.
well, okay. So
Yeah,
Kind
Nova's
of
already.
coughs.
Nova's already stood over by the hole.
Okay, so you're just waiting by the hole.
looking down.
Okay, yeah. So what's the plan? Send Nova in.
Yeah, I'll give Nova my rope. I've got hempen rope and silk rope, 50 feet of each. I can tie them both together and give that to
Yeah,
you.
maybe if you hold one end, And
I
then-
can hold it if you want.
Yeah, I guess just so I can see what there is, and like, I guess it's probably a good idea if I haven't found anything about 100 feet that maybe I should come back. I don't know.
Yeah, but also if you come into any trouble, like tug on it, and
Okay.
I will pull you back.
Okay, 2 yanks?
Yes,
Okay.
If
2
it's-
yanks.
If it's really dark under there, as in no light source because it's completely underwater, how do you...
Well, I was gonna ask if you could cast dancing lights, and I don't know how that works.
I
Can
can do it to the bottom of the stairs, but as soon as it goes out of visibility,
you?
I can put a light on something you carry. It will give you a small, like a faint lantern.
Okay. Maybe Tiangong,
Sure. Yeah, any object would work.
or maybe my scarf, since that's tied to me.
Whatever you wish. It will only cast a small amount of light, and it looks to be pretty muddy water, but
I just
Not sure
don't
how
want
it
to
will help.
accidentally drop Tiangong and then all the light goes out. Maybe my scarf, because that's tied to me.
yeah, she just touches. You see the lantern that she carries on her belt glow for a second. She touches the scarf, and it kind of casts off this faint luminosity, this white light.
Then again, if you do lose Tiangong, at least it would have had a light on it to find him again. But never mind.
I'm
Can
sure.
I try and secure the ropes really tightly on Nova as well?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've travelled around. I'd say you don't even need to make a check. You can tie a tight knot. Unless the rope gets cut, it's not just going to come loose. Okay.
Okay, I got this. I got this. You got this, Nova.
You've got this, Nova.
Just open the hatch, find somewhere safe,
there's no
and we'll all follow. There's no hatch.
It's just open. Yeah.
It's just open. So you don't even need to open the hatch.
Okay.
We'll be
Find
right
somewhere
here,
safe.
waiting for the rope to be tugged
2
on.
yanks. and I
2
pull you back.
yanks, we'll pull you back,
Okay.
and you'll be safe before you know it. That is Bardic Inspiration.
Yay!
Also,
So 10 minutes. Any time in the next 10 minutes.
very important, the tug will probably be quite quick and rapid, so tuck your head in and ball up, just in case you hit any walls or ceilings.
Okay.
Okay.
Recovery position.
Yes, just
Got
in
it.
case.
If I find somewhere safe and like someone should come through, like should I give one tug or like come back or what? Because I might lose the way. I don't know. What?
I feel like
Should someone go with her? I feel sending one person off alone seems risky.
I can hold my breath for a little bit, but nowhere near what Nova can do.
I mean, you could try and find a way to secure the rope and then follow the rope back. That way we've got the rope to follow down when we all go down there. And we can use that to help us down. Once
Okay.
you find somewhere safe. Can't really, I mean, is anyone else good at forever breathing like Nova?
Not forever, no.
I can hold my breath for about 3 minutes.
About the same for me as well.
About 4 minutes?
Really?
4.
4? That's quite a lot of time. I mean, if anyone wants to go with her, that would be a good idea. I'm probably not the one. Not very good swimming with just one wing. I can kick a lot. There's no webs in these talons.
You could use the rope to pull yourself along if we were to attach it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That would work.
But I
best.
think if you find somewhere, secure the rope, follow it back, and then we'll follow down.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Simple. Find somewhere, tie the rope, come back, get you guys. If something bad, yank twice.
Yes.
Fetal position.
Feel
I-
the position.
Okay.
I have dark vision. How far could I see in darkness?
I mean,
Just as a
dark
like
vision, whether you're dark vision is
underwater.
60
It's like
feet,
it's
I think
60
it is.
feet, right?
But looking down into this water,
Does that change?
I will remind you again, it's clouded with dirt and rubble
Okay.
and soil. Like it's cloudy, really dark pond water, effectively. Like gross, old, stagnant river water and storm water. So it's kind of got all the residue that's run off the hills and the mountains. It's got lots of sediment build up in it. Like you can see in it, and if you'd gone in there without any light source, you wouldn't have been able to see like 5 feet in front of you once it gets dark. But even with the light, you can't really see that far into it. It just becomes so cloudy and murky because it's just all the soil and that's just floating there and just kind of keeps it all blurred.
Sediment.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you want to do? Are you gonna go in?
Okay.
Is it just Nova? All right.
Do you want me to
Okay.
throw you in?
No,
Nope.
I don't want you to touch me at all. No, just give me a moment.
Because of the handstand, isn't it?
Just give me a moment. I just need a moment. Don't throw me in.
Okay. Just say when you go in.
Yeah. I'll stand right by the side with the rope.
Okay.
You got me, right? You got me. Okay, I got this. I got
3
this.
tugs. Make it obvious.
I got this.
Okay, you bet.
I got this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do that. And then I think just muttering that spell to me like loads, I'm just going to slowly go into the water.
Yeah.
Oh, cold.
Yeah, it's very cold. You start making your way down, and as you move, you begin to see some of the sediment kind of like moving and displaced, billowing up in clouds, but also you kind of like pushing your way through. The soft light from the scarf that Kalara has cast light on just creates this like ombre glow around you. And as you step in, so you move at 15 feet, because it's half your normal movement, but you can spend your action to dash. With you, this is less important because we know you can hold your breath indefinitely. But for everybody else, if everybody else starts moving in here, we'll probably start not going initiative, but we'll just count how much people move, so you know how much time has passed. Cool. So you begin moving down there, Nova, and you can begin to see little bits. You can only see, with the light, about 10 to 15 foot in front of you. And as you begin making your way down the corridor, you see that it splits off into what appears to be a T-junction. So I'll move you up to about here. So which direction would you like to start moving in?
Like a text adventure. East, west, or north?
I kind of want to roll dice for it, but I don't know what the odds are.
You could do a D6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So 1, 2 that way,
1
so that
to
way.
the right. Yeah.
Go back.
Back. I guess, yeah, to the right.
Okay, well just move yourself. So count out 15 feet.
5, 10,
And then,
15.
yeah, and then I'll move this about.
There.
So you can see and you can see this corridor. The whole time, these corridors are made of like a plain worked stone. You can see that it has begun to erode at the corners and the edges. You occasionally see a metal sconce where a torch would have been placed, but the torch is obviously long gone. Perhaps there's like a little bit of wood floating, like hitting the top of the ceiling where the water is flush. But yeah.
I guess I'll go 15 more. 5, 10, 15.
Move yourself up.
I'll cast message
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
and just
30.
like everything okay? Everything going okay, Nova? And you can reply without opening your mouth.
Yes.
Not technically. You have to whisper as part of message.
I'm not going to whisper then. 5, 10.
It says you whisper a short message to
and
the
can
person.
reply in a whisper.
In a whisper. So a whisper is much easier than trying to speak underwater, because you can just kind of like purse your mouth and like just let it all out in one stream, like, yes, I'm fine. And then try and hold on to your breath. But it's hard. You do lose some of your air doing that.
Oh, I see.
Not risking it.
Okay. So as you move into this room,
Reply. Tug.
what?
She hasn't tugged on the rope. She's dead. She hasn't tugged on the rope. I'm not doing it.
You can see the room, and I'm just going to open it up because by the time you get in here and start spreading your light around, you can see.
Ah. There's underwater zombies.
Can you just move that one into the corner? You can see this room begins to open up, and it looks like it may have once been maybe some sort of guards barracks or chamber, or perhaps like a watch room. You can see kind of beds floating on the top, and there is a small pocket of air at the top of the ceiling. Where the room is bigger than the corridors, there is like a pocket of air up at the top, but most of the room is still underwater. You can see floating like benches, or like benches that have been weighed down by like metal fittings and things like that. There are also 3 bodies kind of just floating at the top of this room. They are wearing armor, mostly leather with a little bit of metal, and those limbs are kind of drooped down, but they're not quite weighed down. They're skeletal. Their bones are encrusted with algae and moss. They look very badly water damaged. But towards the south of the room, you think you can vaguely make out the shape of rusted iron bars. And what appears to be some sort of like metal hinged door, but you can't really see what's beyond from your current vantage point.
Rusted metal bars. Oh, okay.
And what appears to be like a doorway almost, with like a little window built into the doorway.
Okay. There's no way I'm going to be able to open that.
Yeah, but if you wanted to get air, then there is about like, I'd say a couple of feet at the top of the room. You know, yeah, I'd say like 2.5 feet at the top of the room where there's air.
I might go back to the T-junction
Sure.
and explore another...
Sure, yeah. This is your chance to move. As you go to move out of this room, you hear this kind of ethereal voice coming from behind the bars further in the room. And it kind of, the sound of it is distorted by the water, but you hear a vague sort of, "What's going on? Who are you? I don't recognize you," but it's kind of muffled and through the water.
Talking to me?
It doesn't sound like the voice is struggling to breathe, but it's kind of like muffled through the reverberation, and you just hear a kind of like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
And I can't see, like...
Make a perception check.
12.
12? You can't see anything. Like, it's just, you'd have to get closer to the bars, but because it's all becomes cloudy sediment.
Can I just point at myself and be like... like, lift up my hand, like, kind of... And make a confused look on my face?
Sure.
Who, me?
Yeah, you! The others aren't around here. What's going on outside? How's the battle faring? Are you a civilian? You shouldn't be here.
I'll hold up one hand as a C and another thumb like that.
What are you doing? Just answer me. Can you not speak?
I'm just going to point to my mouth and shake my head.
It's just like, you just hear this kind of muttery grumble through the water and just like, "You should get back to the dormitory. The civilian, you're not safe here. Get out."
I'm just going to point back out and then shrug like a kind of, where?
You probably hear like a kind of like, "Oh, for Sieska's sake, where is everybody? I don't understand. Look, just get out. You need to get back to the dormitories now.
I'll do a
Report to the watch commander."
I'll do a double thumbs up and point, and I'll just start backing out, like looking as harmless as possible. Hey.
You do that and you make your way back out.
Oh no, it's that face.
It's that face! Ah!
Eyes closed.
I'm such a legend. I'm the hero that this world demands.
Okay,
I'm gonna go back.
back to the T-junction.
Yeah. For you, this isn't as important because we know that you can hold your breath unless you. So, as an FYI, if you try and speak, that is you using some of your air.
That's what I was not doing. That's
you-
like it's mime.
If you're careful with it and you kind of push all the words out in one breath, I will let you have short sentences in exchange for about 30 seconds of air. So, like, you could be like, "Yes, that's what we're
Process
doing,"
one thing and die.
and you're trying to hold on to the rest of it.
Yeah. How much can you breathe, like, outside of your forever breath?
I mean,
Like, what is
we
your
had
breathing?
this conversation last
I think you've got like 4 minutes because your con
Yeah.
modifier is 3, isn't it? So
Yeah,
you've got like
3.
4 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot
I've
of
got
like
5 then.
sentences
Yeah.
you could
You know when Nova goes on a big old passionate rant about something?
You got 5.
Yeah.
I got con mod of +4.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
That's your save. You don't
Saving
have a
throw.
con mod. No, con modifier.
Oh, just normal con mod.
Yeah,
But technically, I'm saving against air, right?
+1 is it. It's your con modifier.
I was about to say, I was like, why is mine +3 and yours is +4?
What have you got?
What?
What do you got?
He's got +1.
+1.
Okay.
So he's the same as
Same
Quinn.
as me, yeah.
I know that because I look at your stats, so I'm like, he doesn't have 4. I'm not going to correct him until he's drowning, but sure.
Wow. In the meantime. Back this way.
Yeah, sure.
Can I just go
Yeah.
to there?
Are you just going to swim past? You don't want to report to the guys or anything?
I guess every now and then I'm just like messaging.
Sure.
just-
Yeah, I guess, yeah, I'll go back and I'll report to the guys.
Okay.
So I'll make my way back
Me
up.
again.
So you
Me
pop
again.
up. So Nova kind of like, whoosh, your head breaks the water.
Yeah. Is Lucius anywhere near the water?
Oh, there she's
Can I just pop up and
He
like,
can see you coming up. If you want
Aw.
stealth, you can make a stealth.
just want to be like,
Yeah, you can make a stealth check if you want.
No.
very slowly.
it's fine. I'll slowly pop up. I'll be like, woo! It's cold down there!
Is it really wet?
Yeah, really wet.
Did you just ask if it's really wet
But I mean,
underwater?
it could
Lucius?
stop, you know? It could be a wall and then just
It's
dryness.
not wet anymore.
It's pretty waterlogged under there. So I went right and I found a room. Looks like a kind of barracks. 3 floating bodies. Not sure if zombies.
Fantastic.
Couldn't
Good.
really want to find out.
Nice.
There was a voice and it spoke to me. Not you, Quill. Thank you, by the way.
That's all right.
Didn't want to answer because I wasn't sure about the meh, you know.
Well, I will just keep sending them your way. Sorry if it's annoying. Respond
fine.
only when there's
I guess
something.
because, yeah, if there's an emergency,
Yeah.
then I can.
I wondered why you were
Fine.
whispering.
Was there any air?
Why I was whispering, hi Nova.
There was
I
an
know,
air
but-
pocket, but it was near the possible zombies, and there was a voice. Somebody knew I was there. He
Yeah, it sounded like a male voice. Yeah.
he was speaking to me. He could see me, but it was like he was asking how the war was going outside, how the battle was going outside. He didn't know what was going on. He thought I was civilian and told me to report to the dormitories and the master. And I think he's a ghost.
It would make sense if he still thinks that the battle is going on. Spirits, they don't really have a concept of time passing. It's likely that he still thinks that.
He didn't seem to realize the room was full of water as well. Like he thought I could reply and obviously couldn't.
Well, at least he regarded you as a civilian. That means he's not at least, trying to kill us like the ones
Yeah.
up top. So we could at least,
That's true.
I suppose, deceive him, pretend we're still in the war and just trying to escape deeper into this place.
Well, the thing about that room is it had a wall of like iron bars and a door on a metal hinge, and I didn't think I was strong enough, and I didn't want to piss this guy off. And yeah, so I was gonna go back and explore a little more, see what else I can find. I just thought I better report.
Well, good work. I guess when you say go right, what do you mean?
So it was a corridor that went straight, and then it came to a T-junction, and there was a right and a left and a straight, and I went right.
Okay.
Assume that as long as Nova comes back, she'll describe the map. So you don't need to be like, what do you mean a T-junction?
Sorry, this is role playing.
Yeah, that's fine. But for the ease of play, just assume that whatever Nova sees, as long as she can come back and explain it
I
to
feel
you.
like,
yeah.
visualizing, like,
Fair enough. Sorry about your immersion, everybody.
I just want to have this conversation like, what did you see, Nova?
Okay.
Very interesting.
mind meld with me.
It's like every time I explain something and you guys just go, what he said.
Yeah.
What that said.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess in that case, try the left, try the forward if you see anything. Open communication, or the double tug. Try the double tug.
No, I don't want to get cannonballed out if I'm...
I'm really eager to try it, though. It sounds really fun.
I'd rather-
Anyway,
I had to
continue.
stop her multiple times while you were down
I'd
there.
rather
was
not
so
get attacked.
Is there a way you can optimize your messages back with simple yeses or nos with just a 2 for yes, 1 for no sound?
Do we
I'd
want
let
to...
you do that as a whisper, because you could just be like, You could do So you can have yes or no.
You don't have to respond either.
Well, that would be... Oh, yes, I guess not.
I'm going to go back down.
Okay.
Okay. Wish
go
me
for
luck.
2 for yes, 1 for no.
You're doing good
Cannonball,
work.
cannonball, cannonball.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay, so when you get to the T-junction this time, Kim,
You are dead.
you can see just merging on the very edge of your vision. You can see what looks to be like a trio. There's actually one more behind them of spiritual soldiers that just look like they're patrolling the corridor. Give me a stealth check, quick. See if they notice you.
19.
19. So you have like a couple of seconds before they notice you. What do you want to do? You've got like, you can move or you can make an action, but there's the 3 of them and they're making their way towards you. You can just see their kind of spectral forms displacing the water. They're just walking as if it's a normal corridor.
What, like uniform are they
Yeah,
wearing?
they're wearing armor. You're a student of history and magic, so they look like soldiers from before the Sundering. They look like the Starborn Alliance soldiers.
Starboy. So that's Siaska.
yes,
That's
yes.
the good guys.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, the good guys. They look like good guys.
That's a good
Yeah,
guy.
they look like Siaskan soldiers, but then so did all of the spirits outside that attacked you before.
Oh, wow.
So what'd you do? You got an action? What do you want to do?
I'm tempted to kind of... No, I'm going to leave.
Okay. What'd you do? Just move back?
I'll move back.
Okay.
Move back as far
So you go 5, 10, 15 back here. These guys move up, they turn, and then they come around, and then they vanish down the corridor.
I almost said, I was thinking you were going to go down that corridor. It's a good thing you didn't.
Well, I was
Crap.
tempted to like play the civilian game again, but it's kind of hard when you can't really breathe and communicate. I am a peaceful civilian, sir. I'm gonna pop out again.
Okay. Yeah.
There are soldiers. They were patrolling. I don't know if they saw me or not, but they came down the corridor at me, and then I don't know if they saw me. I ran, swam.
I don't
ran,
suppose they was. So they weren't speaking to you this time.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they saw me. They went to the other way that I was trying to go. They're star good guys, but then we were also attacked by good guys up here. So,
True. But they were just doing a patrol.
yes, they
And they
look
were-
like patrol-y boys.
Okay. You might be able to carry on down the corridor they just came down, and
What if they come back and block me off?
Double tug, cannonball,
But then
draw
we-
them out, beat them to shit.
but then we'd be cannonballing her through the.
She can be the weapon. Bam! Hits into them. It's great. Win-win.
For
What do you think,
podcast
Aerois?
listeners, Nova's face is horrified.
What's Aerois thinking of all this? Marie?
I kind of want to go down.
Yeah, if you want to go down, you can go
Yeah.
down. You can just swim. You just hold your breath.
I mean, if you come...
I mean, the thing you would know is like, I mean, how that distance is about 20 feet. Like, so that's like 6 seconds, like 12 seconds. Like, it doesn't look like it's far to go until you
No.
can reach these rooms and these pockets.
Like, if someone wants to come down with me, maybe as a bit of muscles, I can definitely get you to a pocket, and like, if they attack me, you can hit them.
Sounds good. I'll come and help you out.
And
Is it worth going as twos? If you're going to attack, shouldn't we all just go down?
Yeah.
I would definitely
most
recommend
likely.
it. If we think that there might be a fight, we should all go.
Yes.
I think that there's a very slim chance that these guys are not going to attack. So we should probably just go for it.
okay, do you want me to take you to the barracks that I found before with the 3 floaty zombies and the person who thinks that I'm a civilian?
Well, maybe I could. You said that you didn't think you were strong enough to open. Maybe I could try and open the door.
The
We'd have to deal with this ghosty person though, who like.
Yeah, but there's more ghosty persons with the room.
but the floaty bodies. So there's air in that room.
Yes, there's an air pocket.
It's about 2 feet of the top of the room.
At least then you could reply to the person if you just get to the top.
True that.
So
Was
I
that at the
suppose
top
we could all
of the
go
whole
there.
room? The whole room has a 2 feet.
Yeah, it's like you look at this room, right? Like
Yeah.
the water goes to just above the door, like of a normal room.
It was just whether
But
it
then
was
if the room is
uneven.
bigger, then the water doesn't fill that space as well. The water seems to have a set level that it's just resting at.
And the guards didn't go down that corridor, so
Well, not yet.
well, not yet, but it's at least a safer place than the other 2 routes. And there's a door that Ayla can
Actually,
whack.
no. That's a correction. I've got my maths a little bit wrong because it would still fill up the rest of that space because it's only a couple of feet and it doesn't match because the stairs leading down, it fills up as well. So actually, that room there was no air pocket. The bodies are just at the top of the room. Sorry,
There
that's,
was no
that's
air
my
pocket.
fault. That's my
That
fault.
could have been fatal. That is a fatal
That's why I
error.
was just like, no, hang on a minute, because the stairs leading down is about 5-10
Okay.
feet, which would make up the space so the water wouldn't be displaced at that point.
There was no air pocket. I
Maths.
didn't find one.
We should
Just-
try and
just-
find one of those.
I mean, I think if we're all going down there, it needs to be in a place where we can actually
Breathe.
stop.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, maybe Aerois could come with me at least just now, just to help if the patrol hates me.
sure. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Do you want me to come with you as well, or should I
I
stay
can-
back here?
I can either come with you or I can be on hand to pull you guys back.
I think I'd feel a lot more confident if you're there to pull us back if this goes tits
Sure.
up.
If they're spirits, then I might be able to help. Myself
Very
or
true.
myself or your bird friend.
Also, I don't know how well my hammer's gonna do, like hitting things against a water force,
It's probably not going to be great physics.
but lightning might be fun.
might kill us all.
I don't want to go down there.
Might kill us all.
I'll
Stay
come.
away
I'll
from
come.
me.
Yeah, Aerois and Scully, I think you're probably best.
I'll be on
suited.
hand.
Sure.
If you need out, I need you to grab each other so that I can
Yeah.
pull you both back.
Yeah.
Either that or we can tie you. I think I probably have some rope.
Let's
I
not
have
tie
extra
people
rope?
to each other. The movement is going to be hindered enough as it is.
I have rope.
Or just grab each other, it's fine.
Do we want to go left where the patrol went, straight where they came from, or right where the barracks were?
By the time it's taken you
We need to find
talk
air.
about this, I think they would have gone all the way around again, maybe, Depending on the
You
length.
you don't know what the rest of the room's like.
Let's try and find air so that we can all support you.
Okay, so the first room I went into definitely doesn't have air. So I guess if the patrol is probably gone, let's try where I was going just now.
Let's do that.
Sounds good. Plan.
Okay.
On hand for the cannonball. The eventual cannonball.
Oh, I can't wait.
I don't have a
I'm
break.
Check,
very
quick check.
This
Oh,
is-
there's a ghosty coming. Oh, what you gonna do? Tug, tug. And then what?
Fetal position.
Yes.
No, it was a test.
I need to practice too.
Okay,
I've had to use a zombie for Scaldy because I forgot to get a door.
Wait.
I get it on the break.
We didn't check.
let's go.
Okay, so for this one, let's just keep a track. So basically, every time you move either 50, if you spend your whole turn moving Aerois, you can move 30 feet, which is basically what Scaldy can do as well. Every time you move 30 feet, that's 6 seconds. So you basically have 10 moves, that's a minute. So we just need to keep a mental track of like
10 moves is
how
a
much
minute,
time.
and I can do
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Or like every round is a minute, basically.
You can do 30 turns
30
Yeah.
turns.
of movement.
Yeah. So we'll just keep a loose track on it.
Sure.
Because it does matter. so
Yeah.
so Nova, you're leading the way.
I feel myself being like, like trying to
Holding
hold
your
my breath. Like, you know when you watch things that are underwater for
Or
too
play a
long and
video
you're like,
game level underwater. I always used to do that in
Hate
Tomb Raider.
underwater levels.
yep,
Yeah.
that's
Wop, wop.
exactly what this is.
This is the
5 to
water
15,
temple.
So
Yep.
I'm there.
Yep, so just move everybody up with you because I'm guessing everyone's going to follow.
Honestly,
you're all moving
I'm
about the
glad
same
on the
speed.
surface because I'm not sure I could get that kind of dank.
Well, you can
muddy.
dash as an action, so you can go.
This
You
drew
can
out
move
my
twice,
clothing.
and then that's one round.
Be bad.
On the corner.
Should we test it on a bit of it, Lucius?
Absolutely not.
Your
no.
clothes are white as well. Well, they were before
Right,
we came here.
We're going to
Anyway.
have to move
I
some
did a
stuff here,
handstand.
folks. Your iPads and stuff.
Muddy.
Actually, maybe the thing's going to stay up now.
It looked like it was staying down. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Yeah. So,
Oilies.
Still looking.
I'm not looking.
I'm looking.
I'm
Memorizing.
memorizing.
all right, Katie, you're going to have to.
Oh,
move
I've
your
got
thing a
very
little
little.
bit. We'll do that. I'll do for now. So you see the corridor stretching out further beyond.
Any ghosties?
Not yet. No.
Okay, let's go further.
So you go 5, 10,
There's a zombie.
15.
Wait, no, that's Scully.
So
Yeah, into this room.
so you can see a room stretching out a little bit beyond. It kind of opens up into a wide room. Still no sign of these spirits so far.
I guess.
Did they give off like a little light, the spirits or anything? No.
They kind of displace the water around them
Okay.
to see their form. Okay,
Need a body system with this.
so that's been 1, 2. So this is second round. So it's been about 12 seconds. So open it up at this point. So what you see in this room is
A big plug hole.
you see a large table. In fact. This probably was once like quite a grand hall or a visitors area where people coming to the watchtower would have waited to speak with the officers or soldiers. There is a large table, however, placed in the middle. You can see scraps of fabric, what maybe once were curtains or tapestries attached to the walls that kind of just gently float in this stagnant water. The table itself is covered in like an algae and a moss and reeds. There are chairs, but they've mostly broken and floated up to the top of the ceiling in this room as well. The whole of this room is also flooded. But you can see further down in the distance there seems to be another corridor leading off with stairs that lead up. There are bodies strewn around again. Just kind of floating at the top of the...
So I'm gonna tug on Aerois and Scully's sleeves and point at the bodies.
Yeah, they nod, yeah.
And
With the
then-
light, you can all see the same stuff,
And then
so...
point at. Can we see that they're stairs, or is it just?
I'd say, like, if you move further into the room, sure, you need to get to, like... You need to be about here, but the second you get to about this middle point, you can see the stairs leading up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna to Aerois. I'm gonna point to the stairs and be like, thumbs up for podcast listeners.
Okay?
Big old thumbs up from Mariah.
So
Okay.
I guess we'll move towards the stairs cautiously.
You kind of like swim over the table in the middle, kind of like
Moss
pull
table.
yourself up over to it. As you kind of pull at the table, some of your hand scrapes away some of the algae, and it looks like there was once a map carved into it. It looks not like a world map, but like a local region map. It shows like valleys and hills
It's floating above it with no breath going.
Well, it's inscribed into the table. And it looks like there are heavy stone pieces that represented armies or units, war machines. It basically looks like a war room map where they've been planning the defense of the area. And you can see most of the pieces appear to be these black stone pieces, and there is way more of them than there are of the white stone.
Someone's losing risk today.
And you can see that at the very middle of the tower, it looks to be that the keep is the center of the tower, and then it's all the like hills and regions around it. And they were forming a defensive line against a very large force coming, trying to get past them. As you glance at the map, you see descending from the stairs the 3 spiritual figures.
3?
Yeah.
Was there 3 before?
There was 3 before, but Nova only saw the first 2 and then dashed away.
I can only see a little bit.
Yeah. So you begin, and again, the same thing here. You've got about a turn before they see you, because it looks like they can't see through this clouded water very well either. They're kind of looking around as if they're on patrol. They haven't spotted you yet. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'll look to Aerois and shrug.
Yeah, Scaldy looks to all of you guys. Like, what do you want to do?
I'll give a... Okay, so Ree is motioning to stab them in the face.
Well, no, yes.
No, what you mean?
Double
You've got
tug.
like 6 seconds.
Double tug.
Double tug.
I kind of think that Nova, I like the idea that Nova's like, stab them. Okay.
Should I
That was
roll?
your first thought.
funny. Yeah, that's
Make
funny.
an
Roll.
insight check for me.
Insight.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. I think your first instinct is the correct.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think because that's reading the situation. That's what
Translation.
it is. Yeah.
So we need a buddy system with proper hand signals.
Well, yeah, because Scaldy's looking at the 2 of you like, what are we doing? So
What does
there's no-
Scaldy think?
No, she's looking at the 2 of you like, what are we doing? Unsure as to exactly, and she just rolled she only got something like a 7 on her insight check, so she's lost.
Oh, we all stabbing. Do I still have Bardic Inspiration? Has it been 10
Yeah,
minutes?
yeah, you've still got 10
I guess
minutes. I'd
so.
say you got 10 minutes.
Okay.
You've
So
not run out
I
of breath
guess
yet, so.
are we
I mean,
going
you
to
can
do...
add that to your
Yeah,
insight.
I mean,
if you want.
basically you have a surprise round. If you want to attack them, you get an action. You can make an attack for free.
Okay, I will, in this horrible misinterpretation,
Love it.
I'm going to raise my hands.
Yeah, sure. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast of 4.
Shock
Amazing.
the shit out of Aerois.
What happened to...
Waiting to tug the rope.
You didn't hold the rope in your hands. Oh, hilarious.
Civilians, why are you firing at us?
I was just standing there like,
Yeah, I just love, what are you guys talking about on the surface in the meantime?
I'm trying to do another handstand.
Lucius, I think we could probably get someone to clean your clothes after this, to be honest.
Do you think there's a laundry service back
There might be. I don't know.
I mean, they live in this place. Maybe they're just used to it.
Maybe we could just rub mud all over them and pretend that they were brown all along and they
Yeah.
were never white.
Actually, that's a really... Oh, hang on a second. Nova, hello? Nothing yet. Like, pick up some mud.
Yeah, there's nothing on the
We could
road.
just smear it.
So
I'm willing
Nova
to kill you.
initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah. Because this will come in after you make your attacks. Yeah.
12.
12, Aerois.
14.
14 on initiative. Right, so you basically, Nova, you get a surprise attack on these guys. Like, you're bam bam. I'm guessing by doing this, you're not expecting Nova to attack, so neither is Scaldy, so you're the only one that gets the surprise round. So what do you get in your attack rolls?
I got a natural 1. And a...
Does she get advantage for a surprise round though?
Yes, you do. Yes, you get
Ooh.
advantage.
So I guess that's your
if
first
I
roll.
yeah, so if we take that as my
Yeah.
first roll, then 15
Hits.
to hit 1.
Yeah, you hit in the one in the lead, one of the ones in the front.
Okay. 10.
Nice.
10 points.
He's dead.
It's force damage, isn't it, as well, from just blast.
Force, yeah.
Yep, that's good to know.
Wait, does that mean it launches her backwards?
No.
Okay.
That would be so cool.
If you, I think repelling blast pushes targets 10 feet.
It doesn't say. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, force damage, yeah. So second attack, second beam.
So 9 plus 7.
16.
16.
Hits. Same one. You're going to strike the same one that you just hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
7 points.
Bam.
You actually, the lead spirit, as your second blast hits it, it evaporates.
Oh.
You just see the spirit's form lose consistency and it vanishes into the ether. However, seeing these bolts of dark blue magic, the other spirits pull out blades and look around for this target, and now it's full initiative. And Aerois, you're the first one to go in this initiative.
Okay, I'm going to be like, "Oh, okay." I'm going to cast Slayer's Prey on one of these guys.
Okay, so you're going to use action, or is it a bonus action?
That's a
for
bonus
Slay?
action, Slayer's Prey, and I'm going to move up a little bit.
So don't forget your speed is halved.
So 5, 10,
In case you've forgotten, that's the insta-kill
15.
ability.
I can dash.
You can dash, but that'd be your... Now, you're a rogue, you can dash
am,
as a bonus action,
yes.
but you just
But I
use
just
Hunt
spent
to
my
Slay.
turn. Yep,
So you
so
can
that's
dash as
fine.
an action if you wanted to, or you could stay where you are.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to do anything else with your action?
Fire a longbow, it'll be
And
hilarious.
you got cool ideas. I mean, you can do it, it just has disadvantage. You can do it, it just has disadvantage.
I finally saw Captain Marvel
What?
yesterday, so I just imagined that, you know, she got thrown back.
What's your dexterity score?
Score,
Yeah.
straight up score.
Yep.
16, so plus
16, so you go next.
3. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just blast again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, magic seems, doesn't seem to be affected by the water, oddly enough.
Natural 20 and 17.
Okay, so,
Amazing.
So for both hit, but roll the crit first. So double the d10. Yeah, you can just roll two
17.
17.
But
Another
you
one.
double the dice on the crit.
Doesn't matter, it still kills one.
Okay.
Nice.
And
It
then
still, it would
roll.
have been, yeah. So when you do crits, by the way, just roll the damage and then double it. Don't
okay.
roll twice.
That would have been 20 on the
that's
crit,
fine.
because she
and then,
rolled
this,
10.
and then the normal hit is this one.
Sweet.
3. But one of them is evaporated again.
Yeah.
I'm doing things!
This is too easy.
This is way too easy.
Don't say that!
It'll probably be scaled up.
Way too easy
Oh, don't worry, the
because
zombies are
Nova
gonna
is
come to
just
life.
finishing
Yeah.
these on her own.
Well, the spirit, seeing you just obliterate its friend, it ignores you and just... And it just runs through the water completely unaffected by it. And then brings up what appear to be 2 short swords.
Here we go.
And it will attempt to stab Nova twice. That's a 19 to hit.
Yes, that will hit me.
And then that is a 7 to hit.
That will not hit me.
Okay, so the 19 hits. As the blade plunges into your skin, you feel this cold, necrotic life force. You take 8 points of necrotic damage
Eesh.
as it pulls the blade free. And you just feel this kind of like, your skin turns like a dull, paler blue where it struck the target. Scaldy on her turn will attempt to Sacred Flame, of which it fails. But she does 1 point of radiant damage.
Meanwhile, on the surface, I don't know why you picked a white outfit in the first place. It was obviously going to get
So that's
really
a
dirty.
full round. So that's third round.
true, I also didn't
so
expect an airship
that's up
to
to 3
crash.
rounds for breathwise.
So
Okay.
cool.
I'll keep a loose track. So that was
Yeah.
the third round. So we go to Araya again.
Maybe we
Okay,
should roll
so
an
I
initiative
need
for
air.
conversation.
You're no, not third. Yeah, it's been 18 seconds.
18 seconds.
You're fine.
Rope's
11.
just
Okay.
You've still got
jiggling a
loads.
little bit.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool.
just say
So I'm
everything.
gonna
17.
slash him with my rapier.
Okay.
Don't get a word.
Now I believe the rapier
Few air
Yeah, it's a
bubbles.
magical weapon.
is a magical weapon. However, yeah, it's actually not one of the weapons. Although it's a piercing weapon, you have disadvantage with the attack roll.
Okay,
Because trying
cool.
to use it underwater is like
Yeah.
it's so long and thin. I think.
Rapier.
Yeah.
Cool.
That could be more than stabbing damage, could it?
Well, I think that it's the idea in that because it's a longer blade.
Like a
it's
dagger would
kind
be
of
easier.
dagger's quite easy to use. Like
Okay.
you think about a swimmer or a spear because it's like straight and narrow.
Hmm.
Whereas this, you've kind of got to fight with it normally. Look, it's D&D rules, man. I don't make it up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
16 on my disc.
Dems-
With
rules.
disadvantage,
Yeah.
still hits.
Cool, nice. So D8 plus 4. That's a 6. And then 2d6. Going to do sneak attack and my
Slayer's
thingy,
Prey.
Slayer's Prey.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's 11 damage.
11 damage, and with that, woof,
Goodbye.
this one is also
Gonzo.
gonzo.
I'm going to point at the stairs again.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess move towards the stairs.
When was the last time you messaged Nova?
So
Oh, that's a good point. Nova.
10, 15.
Nova.
Yeah, so
You
15.
need to ask the question with a yes or no answer.
Oh
remember?
yeah. Is
So,
everything okay?
With your
Nova?
full actions and dashing, you break the water, and the stairs, the water kind of hits about midway point, and then you come up into an air pocket, and you can see, but it has like this old, musty, damp smell of the stone, and you can see just the dim light of the scarf.
So I guess just as that happens, I'll be like, We just fought a bunch of ghosts, but we're okay. We found an air pocket.
They just fought a bunch of ghosts, they found an air pocket, they're okay.
What?
What about the double tug cannonball method?
Exactly, I don't know. Hang
What
on,
was
let me
the
send
point
another
in the
message.
Ask them
method?
why they didn't tug.
Why didn't you tug?
I killed 2 of them with a blast.
Well done, actually. That's pretty good. But
What did she say? What did she say?
She said she killed 2 of them with a blast. Like Twitter.
She's doing it.
He's Twitter.
Can you tie the rope somewhere and then we'll follow through?
Yes.
Follow. Lucius will, but
Please don't poop in the water. Is there anywhere I can tie a rope?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you step like further in, so at the very edges, so Nova, if you move up to the edge. So when you guys move out into this corridor, you can see.
Yeah, how long is
The first things first, the corridor stretches off in 2 different directions, but is heavily caved in. Like the stone has just collapsed on top of it, and the 2 sections are pretty much completely covered. You do notice there is a couple of bodies, like actual like half remains, caught in the collapsed stone that's filled these corridors. One of them appears to have a very ornate scroll case, a metal scroll case, with a key on a chain attached to it, and he's kind of got it in his hands as he's half been buried. There is a wall sconce, like an old metal torch sconce that you could try and tie the rope to.
by the way, the rope is taut. That is exactly 100 feet.
There you go.
Exactly.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
So I guess if
Good job.
Aerois, if you want to tie it because you're stronger than me.
Yeah,
Give it a
so
good
you
old-
take it off and you give it a tie. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you tie that off.
We going in?
I guess I got to wait for another message.
Yeah, unless you have the cantrip.
We're relying on you to message.
Awkward wait.
Maybe this will actually clean off some of the mud.
What would?
The water, you know?
Look at it.
Awkward wait.
Quill,
I mean,
there's no detergent.
I mean,
Did Nova tell us to go and join them?
Down yet?
oh, I told her to tie a rope. Nova, have you tied the rope?
yes, we've been waiting.
Okay, sorry. I've
okay
I've
now.
literally got one job.
It's like, would I know that? Because it's a 100-foot rope, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty much exactly the full length.
No,
of
the rope is like, you've just managed
Yeah.
to tie this very tiny end of it. Like, it's a good job that Aerois is a sailor because you know ropes. Like, even with a small bit of rope, you can tie like a decent knot on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's exactly the distance to us is exactly the length of the rope. So take a deep breath.
Okay, well, we'll be there as soon as we can. And if you see anything else, let us know as we're coming down.
You guys go first so that I can pick up your corpses along the way if you fail miserably at breathing. No pressure.
Wow, she should be the bard.
Pet talk, Ayla.
Could you tie the rope up here just so we have a rope back, just in case?
I'm assuming that's what you're going to do. Yeah.
Cool.
It's going to be a long way, isn't it?
It's 100 feet.
100 feet,
I don't know if
exactly.
I can do it. That's a long way. I've never been that underwater before.
Nova
I've done
did it.
surface swimming.
Right.
All you have
did
to do is hold your breath
Scully did it.
Yeah.
and pull on the rope. and
Actually,
just
I
keep
can't
going
use
up.
Nova as an excuse because she can breathe indefinitely. But the other guys did it fine.
Yes, they're probably used to it. They probably swim all the time. Ariah's from the boats. She's from boats.
She's from both.
She's from the boats.
Well, what Scaldy's
I'm gonna tie the rope.
I mean, Scaldy swims.
The funny thing is technically, Lucius isn't wrong because orcs live on boats and on floating
Born on
villages.
boats.
Yeah, she's from the boats. You are literally from an orc fleet. You are from the boats.
From the boats.
She's probably very good at swimming. True, she lost her
She's
boat
probably
to
a
her brother.
boat.
But
I'm gonna start getting into the water.
Sure. Well, you just start swimming.
I'm
Just
gonna
leave
start
it
getting
behind.
into the water and just turn around and look at them while they
Just like
discuss.
slowly walk back in as Ayla disappears, watching you
like Homer into the bush.
into the water.
I can't swim very well.
Just hold your
I
breath.
start propelling my arms as I walk in.
No, you don't.
It's like a doggy paddling
don't
before they
need
hit
to
the
swim.
water.
You don't need to swim. Just grab the rope and just pull yourself through.
Okay.
It's easy. Bardic
still
inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys can follow the rope along. So the rope, it comes very tight on this corner and then stretches down. Yeah, so that would be, what, 15, 2 actions, 60 feet. So you guys can get there well within. For
got 4
you,
minutes.
basically, yeah, you've got loads of time. Like, you can get to where they are without ever worrying about breath.
Cool. So we make it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we see anything on the way through?
You see the exact same things they all saw. So you swim past the dead bodies, the map.
Hang on a minute. I just sort of like trying to memorize it. I guess how much of it's covered? Quite a lot.
I mean, it's quite a lot of it's covered. You can go and swim and stand next to the map and try and like pull and scoop the algae off.
I'll get through. Hey guys, back in a sec.
You take another deep breath. Yeah, sure.
And I'll go under. I want to kind of try and scan as much of the map as I can.
Yeah, so you spend a bit of time like clearing it away with your one arm, just brushing the algae away. The map itself is it's not a detailed map. It's like a topography map. It's like, here is elevated hills, here is river, here is, mountain. This is watchtower.
Yeah.
And it's mainly, it seems to be for coordinating battles and defenses. Yeah, you can try and memorize it as best you can. It doesn't really match up with anything you know. Maybe the river here is similar to...
pre-sundering, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's when it dawns on you that this is likely long before the Sundering, before the Earth was kind of all moved around.
Does
and
Quill
shaken.
already know like pre-sundering maps and stuff?
I know.
Would you know that already?
I think we already knew it was combined at one point.
Well, the thing is the Aarakocra
have
race
seen anything.
aren't from before the Sundering. They didn't exist.
Oh, so this is still new information to you.
Yeah.
So you probably still find it interesting. Yeah.
This was all one place before. My entire worldview had shattered. My head explodes.
Literally. I think
Are you rolling?
you would have been taught that, educated.
His head
both.
does explode, you're right.
150 psychic damage.
Oh my god, I'm insta-dead. Okay, no, I think I already knew. I think we already spoke about that the world was sundered.
Yeah.
I think I already knew about the sundering.
I mean, as you're looking at this map and as you've been sweeping it away and kind of creating this kind of like stir of current, one of these dead bodies like bumps into the back of you. Like,
Swim.
yeah, where'd you go?
They're all alive! They're alive again!
What?
What?
They're alive. One of them touched me. One of them grabbed
You
me.
see this body like.
Grabbed my tail.
You can see that the corpse itself is pretty much a skeleton, but you can see it's kind of wrapped in cloth that have kept it together. It has pieces of armor which has kind of weighed it down, little strips of cloth basically just acting as a tether for all the bones, keeping it all together.
Touch my tail.
It was probably just the body.
You were swimming around, probably making it move.
Why would it aim for my tail? It knows my weak point.
That's your weak point.
It's my Aarakocra heel.
Duly noted.
You need plating on that.
That would really weigh him down.
There might be some down there.
It's okay, look, and I'll swing the barrier ring and just hold it behind me.
Butt barrier.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
None of that
Take a
happens.
look at this metal scroll case.
Yeah?
I
You just
I want to look at it.
pluck it out of his dead hands.
Well, I'm worried there might be a little cursey curse on there. Look at
so
your
what-
little
what'd you
face.
do?
Look at your little DM face.
So what are you doing?
So can you probably just give me a quick description again?
So the corridors themselves have collapsed in.
Yeah.
So there's tons of stone, but you can see pretty much like the upper torso and one skeletal arm of appears to be a soldier, judging by the helmet and armor. Just a hand clasped around this metal tube with a chain and a crystalline key attached to the case itself.
Okay.
But it does look like it unseals. It looks like a scroll case. You've seen scroll cases before. It's like holding it.
Can I conjure Mage Hand to like gently sort of poke it and see if anything happens? And then
Yeah,
is
you
Mage
poke.
Hand strong enough to pull
Yes.
it out?
As long as it's not holding it with purpose, yeah. Yeah, so you get the mage hand and it pokes the bones, nothing happens.
Okay, and then
Be careful, Nova.
cautiously remove it.
Well,
The arm collapses and clatters on the ground, detaching, from the being disturbed. But the mage hand just floats up, and you now have the scroll case in hand. You can see it's very finely etched. The scroll case itself is probably worth about 200 gold. You can see that the ends have got opals inlaid into them, and the crystalline key is hanging from a silver chain.
Does it look anything like the scroll case I found with Sentry?
Similar in design, but not the same.
Ooh, interesting.
And so with
Not
Nova,
as expensive.
yeah, and with Nova picking up that scroll case, we're going to take a break there.
Cool.
Be back to explore the rest of the Night Eye when we return.
We found some treasure.
I'm going to get some. Welcome back. People making wavy arms. Welcome back to Aerois. Thank you guys very much for joining us. We jump back in as the party are exploring a flooded ruin, a ruin of a watchtower to Siaska. And yeah, the party have explored a couple of rooms, figuring out moving around underwater, exploring strange places. They've just discovered a scroll case, with a key.
Damn. Every time. Guaranteed one per episode.
Meh.
Yeah, instead of a daddy count, we should have a burp count.
Burpee.
Burpee
So what's the
count.
plan? What do you guys want to do?
Can I use my mage hand to open the scroll case and see if there's a scroll in it?
Yeah, are you just going to hold it and then
I
mage
want to
hand
like
open?
point it away from me, and like I'm just afraid of things jumping out of my face.
Okay. So you point it away from you, and then you summon a mage hand to open it. Who are you pointing it at? Because if you point it away from you in this kind of... Do you want to point it towards the rocks, like the cave-in? Or are you going to point it back towards the rest of the party?
But-
Where are you pointing it?
But if you,
It's very important that I know that.
if you want, I could just.
He's either really fucking with you or he needs to know.
I'm gonna point it towards the rocks.
I could.
Oh, interesting.
Towards the cave in.
Cave in.
But if you wanted, I could just read what magic is in there, if there is any.
Just open it.
Before
Open
that,
it.
could you
Open
join me
it.
off, Quill?
Try you are.
Yes, I'll stand up against this wall and you do gust.
Oh, yes. I mean, it might. Are you sure?
Do it!
Can I do it with my hammer? Can I do it
You're
with
gonna
the
have to
hammer?
go really close to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pressing up against it.
You helping me, Ayla?
Yep.
Close my eyes.
I'm not going to make him take damage, but you are pounded by this force of wind. Just your hair blows out. It doesn't really dry you. It's just you've just been hit by like a sudden gust of cold
I'd
wind.
like to think that his hair is just like
Yeah.
straight back.
Yeah. It doesn't stay that way. It just kind of falls
spike.
down. Yeah.
Does it kind of look like a bit like a L'Oreal advert though?
Yeah, a little
Like
bit.
because he's really high.
But very forceful. Like
The blast.
like if you
No,
slowed
but
it down.
so
it
like
would.
yeah, if you slow mode it, it would look great.
Yeah.
Or it'd be
But
like-
do his cheeks go as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, his cheeks kind of
Cheek
move for a
flapping.
second.
His hair looks great, but his face.
Like
His
lips.
face.
His lips like yeah. Okay, so they do that,
Better?
and you
No.
point the thing away and then open it with mage hand. Nothing happens.
Not even a little spider.
There's a piece of parchment
Just
inside.
crawls out the end.
Can I read the parchment?
Yeah, you pull it out.
Parchment hurts you.
Yeah, it's written in old common, so kind of lots of these and thous. But it appears to be a kind of the orders that they would send between a commander and like people on the front line. So it's very hastily written. It says something along the lines of like,
It's in a really ornate casing.
yeah, it looks like, but it just looks like that's what they were just.
They
carrying it
fancy.
in. It just reads. I didn't actually have it written down here. It's written orders. It's signed by somebody called Watch Commander Eloquis. And it's basically telling the troops to have the wounded moved to the dormitories and to activate the magical security leading to the shrine for fears of the watchtower being overrun.
Magical security.
Wow.
That sounds fun.
Sounds like I need to
Cool.
spend 10 minutes preparing something real quick.
But you have to cast it immediately. You don't just hold the spell. You like spend 10 minutes and then you cast detect magic, and then it lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes ritualing that thing.
Yeah. And then what? Just keep it active. Concentrate on detect magic.
Well, I guess when we're prepared to leave,
Yeah.
I'll just say, like,
What are
okay.
you doing this?
Well, right now there are no exits except the way you came.
Yeah.
So when we're ready to carry on, I'll use a detect magic to
Okay.
try and detect that magical security.
Okay. Gotcha. With you. On your level. What do we want to do, guys, then? We could go back to the first room I found, or there's a further down the corridor. I didn't quite get there. There's probably more of these. There's also that guy who definitely saw me in the other room. But if we have battle orders now,
There's no air in there. We can't talk.
oh yeah.
And also, if he sees me, I mean, I'm not from his time. He'll probably assume I'm starving.
Starving.
Starbane.
Oh.
Although, now you mention it.
You don't look particularly evil, Quill.
Well, no, but I've got a scar across my eye. Lost a
Yeah.
wing. I mean, I think I look pretty badass.
I remember my history. Starbane, the
I'm-
Court of Shadows had lots of bizarre creatures with them. I think that what
Interesting.
Mr. Quill says is quite true, that these spirits may mistake him for some sort of alien entity.
They'll
sent
see the
down.
birds as a threat.
Like we are.
Yes.
So scary.
Yes.
Well, that griffin was fairly scary. Although I guess
Yes.
technically it's not a bird, is it? It's kind of mammal.
No, but it
What
was
would you
scary.
s- You're the beast master, expert. What would you say?
master.
Bird? Bird or mammal? Mammally bird.
I mean, I wouldn't consider that one.
Can I roll a nature
It's a monstrosity.
monster?
But yeah, it's a mammal, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more beast than bird.
Beast.
Its body is
It's more
of a lion,
beast than
so
bird.
it's more beast. It's more of a mammal than it is anything else.
Yeah. Mammal.
Why don't I
Anyway.
talk with this accent more often? No.
More ghosts
Never.
than people.
Knowledge is power. Are we getting back in the water?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, in that case, 10 minutes, and we'll be good to go. And I can check for those security.
So do we all want to go now, or do you want me to scout ahead again with Scaldi and Araya?
I mean, if you
We
run
need
into the
to know where
security-
air pockets are.
Yeah, that's
Not so much for us, but I don't think you can swim as fast through
well,
this.
no, but the rope's useful. Oh, you've got your spell book back. Can you do the detect magic?
no.
Have you ever been able to do that?
I tore my ritual pages out.
I helped.
You help.
Very therapeutic.
You tore up a book.
Yeah,
Also, isn't your current book just
Interesting.
waterlogged right now?
it's a spell book, so I.
It's soaked.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Like any unprotected books or
Okay,
parchment
so-
you have, your maps.
They're in a
ruins.
scroll case.
Are they? Do you have a scroll case?
Yeah, I'm sure I
Yeah,
do.
You've got your century
Okay.
soul.
Oh yeah, on the century.
Okay, yeah. Sure. All right,
yeah,
as long as they're in there, it's fine.
Jeez,
As you say that,
Like ruined.
that would have been the end of
I'll
Quill.
just like panic, like, ah! And hold up my spell book and just be like,
Oh, not just your spellbook, Kim. If you had any other books.
no, I left them all on the beach. We
Oh,
just-
that's right. Yeah. That's
Come on, like traumatic freaking moment.
right, okay, yeah. I thought you still had like some of the books from your.
I love them all.
Okay.
Daddy's briefcase. It's been here the whole time.
It has been.
It's soaked.
Has it? Oh my god, it has.
He's been carrying it around in like his little backpack, basically.
Oh, what about the airship engine we found in episode 2? We've been carrying that around as well.
Is that soaked?
Well, I mean, that was just like an Ethereum core. It's like a rod of
fine.
metal. It's fine.
Oh, his
these
land dwellers,
things.
they
My
never
spell
plan ahead.
crash program.
Yep, that's ruined.
My
Anything that
moats.
can be ruined by water is pretty much ruined.
You will all be very pleased to know that I carry none of this shit and everything is fine.
Not even toilet paper.
Bedrolls.
The tents and bedrolls are pretty ruined, which you do have. They're just wet. Like,
They're wet, they'll
you
dry
need to
out.
dry them out. Yeah.
Why didn't we
They're not
leave
big,
anything
they
on
do.
the surface?
They're not paper though.
No.
Ghost my stuff.
So, what's the plan?
I'm just looking at my spell book. Just
Well, I don't think we should stay here.
No, I'm happy to
We need to
carry
find
on
air
further.
pockets.
Let's try this new route, I'd say.
Further
We know
down-
the other one is
further
locked
down
with
the
a,
corridor.
with a door. Well, the other one has potential to lead to the source, so to speak.
Yes, and we know we can deal with ghosties. We just dealt with a bunch of them. We'll be fine.
Nova's not listening. She's just staring at my spell book.
Let's.
Think
I'm
your
gonna
friend
go and
might
just
be broken.
take the spell book and just close it.
I think
And
I've
just
just
take it away.
I've got an iron grip on it. Like you've never.
Does she
Yeah,
though?
yeah, roll it.
Right.
Yeah, give me a strength check there, Nova. Because what's your strength? 7.
Yeah. Check or like a straight up check.
Yeah, sure. Straight, just pure strength.
13.
13.
It's
Give me
the
a strength
strongest
check.
you've ever like.
See how well Kitty's rolls.
16.
It's the strongest you've ever held. Like
There's some resistance,
Yeah.
but then you still just like poof,
Let's pick up Nova as well.
water just splashes. Yeah, it's Nova probably like gets thrown forward.
It's fine.
I know.
We'll fix it.
I just got
It's
it
fine.
back.
The power was within you all. Actually, no, you definitely need that spell book.
I thought
Stop ripping pages out of it.
it was because
And when she tries to talk, I'll just go on her head with a little,
That's
like
fine.
just a little smack.
Listen, I took the pages out because I was upset about what happened to Sentry, so I took them out because I thought it was useless knowing them, and then I tried to learn some more powerful stuff so I could be better, so that what happened with Sentry doesn't happen again.
What have you learned?
Just gonna just smack her on the head with it. Not really hard, but just like a gentle.
Yeah.
Imagine my hair is just
Stop it.
Stephen.
Yeah.
I don't think Donking's going to help on that.
Everything in the book is helpful to you, so stop ripping pages out, right?
No, but that's
Stop
what I
ripping pages
just
out.
said. I just said I took out the
I don't know how
useless
magic
pages.
works. Okay, good.
I took
Take
out the
it.
useless ones, and I tried to learn stronger stuff so I could be stronger like you told me to!
Good.
She did just tap to ghosts.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I heard it was good through like what you told him.
It was very
See?
good. It's very impressive. You are very strong. You are very strong.
Mariah.
It's okay.
I'm trying my best!
You're doing a great job. Look at where we are. Look at where you've guided us to. This is all you.
Now is not the time for some self-pitying either. We're in a very dangerous situation.
Nova?
I'm not.
Nova?
I'm just explaining what happened to the spell book and why I can't cast detect magic anymore.
Okay.
That's
Now
fine.
is the time.
Explanation is done. Let us move on.
Now is the
Very
time
long answer.
where you can help us out a lot by sourcing some air. Ah,
I just want my
Are
book
you-
back and I will go.
Oh, for goodness sake, give the girl the book back.
Don't donk her again.
I won't, as long as you don't do this again.
I'm fine. Give it back.
Okay, let's keep moving, shall we?
Right. Who's coming with me?
I'm coming.
You see, I got that attitude out of her and it worked.
Right.
I'll come with you if you want.
You guys stay here. I'm going.
There's no rope.
Stop
Ah.
into the water.
Yeah, well, the rope is there. It's just secured between the 2 points.
Well, I'll untie the rope. I'll just
Okay.
in a huff. Well, no. I imagine I'll start trying to untie it and then just be like,
So you're going to take the rope from this end,
yeah.
untie this, and then
like-
leave it secured by
I'm
the
gonna
entrance.
give you my rope.
Okay.
50 feet.
Tie this to the corner. When you reach the corner where we turned into this room, tie this to that. In fact, Aerois, you tie it because you
Will do.
probably do a bit better of a not being a sailor and all. And then we'll go from there.
Right. Oscar Mike, go.
I'm not
Who's
sure.
Not our
what's called, Mike?
names.
I don't know who they are.
I saw it.
I'm gonna tie one end of it to Nova though. So I'll tie one end of it to Nova, give the other end of it to Aerois to tie to the corner when they get there.
That's fine.
We're making a
Not
little
gonna make you do
system.
checks. That's all
Tug,
fine.
tug, cannonball, going. And I'm just going to stomp into the
I
water.
don't think she'll realise that wouldn't actually work.
Okay.
Oh, it won't
Right,
work.
so you start going.
It'll only work through this room, wouldn't it?
So we've got
Damn it.
Nova, Aerois,
Wait.
and then I'm going to use Valor's
much
mini
do I
for
have?
Scaldy for now. So 5,
I only
10,
have 50 feet.
15.
Do you have rope?
Do you just basically going to move your full distance up into the corner?
Yeah.
So that would take, so for the people that are breathing, let's just work this out. So
No.
30
Lucius, do you have
feet,
no rope? Rope.
Don't
5,
carry
10,
rope.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50,
Got a
55,
bedroll.
60. So 2 rounds to get the 2 breathers to there.
Yes.
Breathers.
Filthy bravers. 2 rounds.
So 2 rounds so far. And so then you're going to tie the rope to this corner here.
Yeah.
So breather 5, 10,
Yeah, that's not
5,
gonna
10,
work.
that's an action.
We don't have the
Really
other.
So that's
Yeah, but we
another,
don't have
that's
the
a
other-
third. Yep.
But the rope is tied halfway along.
So
Give
where
it a
next?
good tug.
Where next, Nova?
To the that way.
So you're going to start
the
moving down.
unexplored.
Okay.
It's more to find our way
Bit.
back, man.
10, 15, and then we get 5, 10, 15 down.
What is that?
So these
Don't
guys
know, but I'm getting
follow.
more off
So
the
we'll
table
see if
as
you
we
want to
go.
do. We'll see if you want to do actions in a second. You come across half lowered down this room is a portcullis, like a series of like metal bars, pointed, barbed at the end. They've come halfway down the corridor, and then it appears it's gotten stuck and then rusted or stayed in place. And you can see kind of impaled on the portcullis is a large, probably 9 feet tall if it had been standing, but now it's like hunched and crouched down, obviously, creature. Its skull has these huge horns curling from the side of its head. Its bulk, its very wide skeleton, its legs appear to be more like an animal's, almost like cloven. And it's got armor. It's got rusted black metal armor. And it appears to have been impaled by the portcullis, but obviously kept it in place so long that now the portcullis is lowered. And it's just difficult terrain to move past it because you kind of have to go underneath it.
Yeah. So we can go. It's just.
Yeah. But if you do
another
that, it
round.
would basically be like here.
Yeah.
So that's another round. So it's now 4 rounds. Okay. Just move that down. Scoot that down to about there. So you can see just ahead of you, you begin to see that the corridor turns to your left, but then it appears that a part of the corridor has broken away to the right and created a very narrow, natural kind of like cave, passageway, but it's very tight. Somebody would need to squeeze through it like you'd be spelunking kind of thing. Entirely now.
Oh no.
Blunk.
You ever seen The Descent?
Nope.
That had
as well, right?
spelunking in it. It was real claustrophobic.
At the end of this corridor, the rope's going to run out, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, yeah, 10.
It's about there. Okay.
So can we see that it divides off?
Yeah. T-junction, but one of it is like a natural, like it looks like the corridor's broken, caved in, crumbled, and it also appears to go lower. It seems to go down.
Oh, so probably dangerous.
You don't know. Although, yeah, you don't know.
I'll point to Aerois and Scully, and I'll kind of point one hand to the right and one hand to the left, and shrug, and just
Okay. I'm going to go left.
yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll go to the left.
Okay. So you go.
So left is
15.
the natural path or the broken?
That's the natural.
Left is this way.
Oh my.
So as you come around the corner,
Big frickin' kraken.
you can see. Again, it seems to descend down. You do get the sense that it opens up into a room, but you can't really see beyond this kind of murky, silt-filled, sedimenty water.
I guess we carry on.
Yeah. Carry on.
I guess I'm still open to messaging you, by the way.
So that will be 5. This will be the 5th round.
Okay.
So Aerois, when you get to about here, you're all kind of on the same 2 squares. There is an entranceway into this room. You can see that it opens up. You notice, Aerois, with your passive perception, above you, there is a thin, like, about the same width as an iron bar, like space in the ceiling, like a groove.
Okay.
You just notice that as you're walking underneath it. You're like, look up and you can see this groove leading into the room.
Okay. Does it look weird, like a trap or anything, or?
It's a groove. It's
Just a
like
groovy
like
groove.
yeah, you look up and where the rest of it has all been like perfect carved stone,
Yeah.
you kind of just glance up and you can see this kind of thin groove, like a space
Yeah.
above the corridor.
Can I swim up and have a look at it?
Yeah, you want to inspect it, it's an investigation check.
Nice.
Investigation.
Ooh. That's an 8.
An 8. You're looking at it and you kind of put your fingers up a little bit and adjust it, but it's quite dark and the angle you can't quite see. Yeah, you're not sure how far it goes up or what. It's some sort of groove.
All right.
You
I'll
don't
just
know.
like gesture to Nova and just be like, point up it and just shrug at it.
Yeah, once Aerois points it out, you can all
Yeah.
see it.
Can I investigate?
That would be round 6 because an investigation would have been
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Can I investigate it?
Sure.
20.
20.
Unnatural.
Looking up, you can get the sense that this is actually very similar to the portcullis you just passed. It looks like iron bars are hidden quite far deep in, like you're really having to peer, use like a little bit of the scarf to get your sight, and it looks like a portcullis will drop down.
Okay. And you say it runs the whole length of the room?
It basically, it runs like across the doorway.
Oh, across the doorway.
So it
Okay.
looks like it would cut the doorway off.
So I'll try and mime. Like I'll point back to where we came and just mime my hands dropping.
Cool. Thumbs up.
Scaldy just kind of like nods and
then-
shrugs like, what are we doing now?
Yeah, I'll look to Aerois and be like, sort of point further in the room and shrug. Can I look around for any sort of trigger, like a
Yeah, that would have been part of the investigation.
sorry.
When you searched the groove, there was no indication of what would trigger this.
okay.
If it doesn't appear to be connected to this entryway,
Okay.
the trigger. I'll say that much.
I guess we keep looking.
Yeah, would you just move yourself if you guys want to? So
yeah, can
the
you
group
move
is
it?
all of you
Yeah.
is moving together. So did you move like 15 feet in here? 5, 10, 15. Okay.
Can we be like super cautious for like, I don't know, pressure plates or
You
something?
can do in a second.
Hang on. I got it.
You got it? Cool. So, as you swim into this room, get ready to roll some dice.
Yeah.
So,
got
as
it.
you begin swimming through, you can see the sediment to this room is still that kind of like murky sediment. But what you can see is in the corner, half buried, half submerged, but leading up, there are stairs. And actually, there is air above you now. As you kind of swim into this room, you get the sense that this is a much taller room. Like there's maybe about a good 10, 15 feet above you of air.
Cool.
And you can see a stairway that leads up onto a lipped platform that is looking down on the water from about 10 feet high. Mounted into the ceiling at the edge of that lip and looking down, you see a colossal device that appears to be resemble like a ballista that's mounted into the ceiling with rusted clockwork gears. You hear this as it snaps into place. Bolts fire down.
Oh, wow.
So give me a second.
That mini has 4 shots and that ballista. That's crazy.
The mini is, I've had to use a Warhammer mini because I didn't quite have an example one on here. Let's do a quick initiative round for you guys because this thing isn't the fastest thing in the world.
Oh no.
It's gonna go well.
Natural 1 on Rhiannon.
This thing does have disadvantage because of its rusted gears, but that was still a 15.
Is there disadvantage for it shooting into the water as well?
If they was firing normal bolts, yes. It does not appear to be firing.
Firing water piercing.
Do we get disadvantage because we're underwater? Is it
Not to initiative.
It's just like a really
Okay.
strong water
So
jet.
Nova, what did you get on initiative?
17.
17. Araya, what did you get on
4 in
initiative?
total.
4. Scaldy is not much better at a 5. So as you swim into the room and you look up, you see this thing like,
Using you. Or you.
and it fires twice.
Please, more noises.
In fact, no, it fires one bolt of light, and we'll divide up who it attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Scaldy. It's actually Scaldy the bolt fires at. And then the second, you hear this like another clunk, and a pair of weighted bowlers attached to a thick cord fires out towards 1, 2, 3, towards Araya.
I can't be mad. It's so cool.
This is the best way to die! Yes! Take me, Robot!
So Scaldy just manages to like swim to the side as this
cool.
bolt scorches the ground next to her.
Both of them drowned would be the worst way.
Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Araya? Okay, so you do the same thing. You're like, bloop, as this pair of weighted bowlers like, and just wraps and hits the ground. You can see it's actually connected to a chain,
Yeah.
and then you hear like, as it snaps back into the bolter.
So cool.
Nova, you'll go. You can see there are stairs leading up.
So we underwater?
You are currently, so imagine if this was 3D, you guys are underwater, there's about 15, 20 feet of air above you. This thing is at the far end of the room, mounted into the ceiling, looking down, like it can see everything in this room.
You see it all.
And then you can see a stairway leading up to a stone platform, which appears to be above and is underneath the creature, this bolter.
Rhiannon's just like,
I think technically you guys are like this because you're all swimming together.
Is it made of metal?
Parts of it appear to be.
Can I cast heat metal on it?
Yeah, you can try. Yep.
So how was your day?
Well, swam into a ruin, found this treasure. There was a map down there. That was very cool.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Nova took it. Oh, that man.
No, the one on the
I can't remember.
table.
It doesn't get set. It's just
It's
a metal
an
object, isn't it?
action.
Nice.
Yep. I keep sending messages to them, but they're not
One
responding.
action,
so.
60 foot, within 60 foot. Is it within 60 foot?
30, 35, and then it's about.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, you could just do
Hungry?
it diagonally. Yeah, it's within range.
No.
Yep.
Scaldy had all the rations.
Oh shit.
So 2d8
All
fire
your
damage.
rations are waterlogged, by the way, now.
2d8 fire damage.
Okay. Yep. Just roll 2d8 and then half it.
Is it, what level slot is this?
It's from an item, so it's always second. It's always its base level, basically, because it's from an item.
3.
3, so half to 1. Oh. So you watch as you cast the spell from Tiangong, you see the shimmer of magic around it, and the shimmer seems somewhat distorted, and the thing just spins around again. Anything else you'd like to do? So that was your action.
To move.
Where would you like to move?
15 towards the stairs.
5, 10, 15. Yep. That's it. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. We go to Scaldi, sees you swimming forwards, is just going to try and follow. Unsure what else to do. And will Sacred Flame up towards this thing. It doesn't seem to necessarily, it doesn't dodge out of the way, but what it does is as the kind of flame hits it, this shimmering field of magic somewhat seems to protect it. And it's just a way of it making dex saves without making dex saves.
I want to see the thing roll out of the way.
If I had wanted, I could have put it on like a little track, but
so
I was just like, no, I'm not
fixed
going to do
in
that.
one place, okay.
It does appear to be fixed in one place. But the Sacred Flame just doesn't seem to affect it in any way. Aerois?
I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike
Okay.
on myself.
What does that do?
So I move like the wind until my spell ends. My movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. I get an extra D8 of force damage on a hit, but my walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn.
Okay, great.
So I'm gonna do a whole lot of moving.
Okay, great. Take us for it.
So I'm gonna
But you're swimming.
I'm swimming. Yeah. But
So just half.
5, 10,
Oh, I see.
15, and
Yep.
then I can dash. Can I dash?
So let's do your full movement. So if that's your movement,
That's my movement.
you add another 30 feet, so you get another 15 basically underwater.
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
Heading for
And
the
then you can
stairs.
bonus action dash.
Bonus
But
action
what was casting Zephyr Strike? Was that a bonus action?
That was a bonus action.
So you
I
could use
can't-
your action to dash, but then you won't be able to attack.
Okay, that's cool. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to dash.
The dash.
Yep.
Head for the stairs.
Okay.
Quick question.
Stop. When you get to this point on the stairs, I need
Oh,
you
no.
to.
Oh no.
Oh, the steps.
They're lava.
No, I think.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Will do. Yeah, it's a 16.
16. So the stairs, as you kind of put your foot on like the middle stair, the whole stairs chunk into a slide. You begin to slip, but you grip onto the side of the wall as the stairs begin to slide back.
I love the reaction.
That's
Like,
the first sound you hear.
Oh.
Nova and Scaldi from behind you. Cha-chunk, 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 cha-chunk. A heavy iron, rusted but still functional portcullis slams down into the corridor itself.
So how are you feeling, guys?
I was going to ask, what's your favourite colour, Lucius?
Oh, that's a really
Is it white? Is that
No.
why you're so afraid of being dirty all the time?
purple, like my clothing.
So technically you can still move, because you
Okay.
still have, I think, 15 feet of movement thanks to Zephyr Strike.
Nice.
But to do it, you need to make an acrobatics check, as you're basically like pulling yourself up a slippery, wet, algae-covered stairwell.
I'm doing it.
Quick question.
Oh, 5.
Rolling.
Sploosh! You just and you slide back down and bloof into the water. However, your breathing has reset because you were up in the air
Nice.
at that point. Question?
So it says on the heat metal that if it's the item that if it's an object the creature is holding, they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
It's
But
because it
because
is
it
part
is
of the creature.
metal, does
Yeah,
that
it just takes the
Make
damage.
it? Okay.
Just takes the damage, unfortunately. The turret is going to try and fire again. This time it just fires 2 of the bolt of energies, basically. Probably, you've just fell down the trap. You hurt it with magic, which it does understand came from you, so both bolts go towards Nova. That is going to be a 25 to hit, and then another 25 to hit. First hit is, oh my lord, 2d10s. Guess what I rolled twice?
10?
24 points of damage
24.
as this blast like hits you, this force damage. And then 16, another 20 points of damage as the second. And you're like struggling. You make a
am
concentration check for me.
Unconscious.
But you're unconscious. The heat metal fades, your air
Do I
out
hear
of your
that?
mouth. How would you?
Message, I've been like constantly.
She didn't message back.
She didn't message.
But could I not
you
hear?
haven't said anything.
She has to
You haven't
physically
said
go,
anything,
I am
so I
messaging
haven't-
back.
Oh, I've just been like
Like, as
I've been calling that an
RP.
active
Oh, I didn't realize you were doing
Like
it.
every 6 seconds. I've been doing it.
And Kim Nova would have on her turn had to say, I am replying to the message. It's an active thing you have to do, unfortunately. Yeah. Nova bloop. You kind of just turn over and your body kind of like lifts up.
Float.
Scaldy looks at you desperately. It would be your go, Nova. So it's a death saving throw.
10.
Okay, so it's a success.
Success? Yeah.
But don't forget, you can't regain hit points until you can breathe again. So even if you get 3 successful saves, you're still making them.
Lift me up though to the
And that's what Scaldy's gonna do.
Is that a save?
No.
10.
Yeah, 10 is, 10's a success.
10 or above.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you taking care of there, Tom?
What am I taking care of? Oh, someone's just been shot.
That is a Constitution saving throw, please. And the DC for it would be you took 24.
Ah, the mirror.
Oh no, it was 20 the one. It
20. It was
DC
exactly
10. Yeah,
20.
DC 10.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
17.
Yep, you're fine.
Ooh,
On Scaldy's turn, Scaldy will
it
grab
up.
you, swim you up to the surface.
fire.
So she like drags your body up, 'cause it's about 5-10 feet up to the surface, pulls you up, and then will cast Cure Wounds on you. Actually, does she have Cure Wounds? I think she only has Healing
She
Word.
does it.
She only has Healing Word.
Because she does it.
Okay. There.
Oh,
That's only 4 hit points, unfortunately.
I'll take it.
But she swims you up to the surface,
It's a novel concept, isn't it? Curing.
takes a deep breath, and casts Healing Word. That's her bonus action. She will say, we need to get out of here. We shouldn't be fighting this thing on our own. And then she will cast... No, she's already cast a spell, so she can do a cantrip. She'll try and Sacred Flame again. That, however, does hit and deals 4 points of radiant damage. To the creature. To the bolter, the oaken bolter. Aerois.
Can I cast Fog Cloud and try and
Around this
around
thing?
the thing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that.
Cool.
It's a clever way of
I'd
doing
like
it.
to.
Yeah. Yeah, so you
rub my
create
mist.
this thick mist that fills pretty much the whole area of the room. I think it's like 20
Yeah,
foot radius,
120
right?
feet.
Yeah, so it's
20
it's
foot,
like a
yeah.
20 foot
30
radius
foot, yeah.
from a point, so you could do like 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's basically
like
like
that
this
half.
whole half.
Yeah.
Which heavily obscures it, which means that it has disadvantage on any of its attack rolls now.
Cool.
It blinds it. So you fill the whole top part of the room with this fog cloud. That's your action.
Yep.
You still have movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Your Zephyr Strike, I think, is still... Oh, no, it's just until the end of
Yeah,
that
until
turn,
the end of the
isn't it?
turn. Yeah. So I'm gonna.
There's, I think one of the abilities stays.
Yes,
for a
the
minute.
force damage does,
Yeah.
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 It's until your next attack roll.
Oh, that's also very tempting.
Well, your action
But
was to cast Fog Cloud,
It was.
so the
yeah.
action's gone.
It's gone.
You got bonus action and move.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move back to Nova and Scaldy.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
And yeah, try and find a way of getting out while it's.
Yeah. You could bonus action, because you've got cunning action as a rogue, you could bonus action dash, or you can try and hide.
Can I take Nova and try and hide?
Can't really hide another person.
No.
It's like trying to swim
But, like,
down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Especially a big
Blended
blue
in.
person.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'll just stay with the guys
Okay.
for now. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the thing, clearly like unable to find its targets, its enemies that it was trying to find, begins whirring. You can hear it clucking, clanking and clucking away. It will target the vague area that it saw Nova and Scaldy in, and you hear like a fizzle as it launches an explosive projectile to the point. I need all 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws. I will give you advantage because it was targeting a rough area.
Oh, my rolls are so garbage today.
What did you get?
4 and a 2.
Oh my.
So fail for Aerois. Nova.
15.
15 is a pass, just. Scaldy, unfortunately, also fails.
Why do all my guys hate me today?
10, 13.
Stop microwaving them.
Yeah, I should probably.
So,
Stop putting them in the microwave.
23 fire damage, halved because you're in water. So you take, so that'd be 11. And then halved again for Nova because you passed your save. So it's 5 fire damage.
I'm down again.
Yeah, oh yeah, you are. Constitution saving throw,
Injury
please. DC 10.
Oops.
20.
Okay, no
wanna use
injury,
this.
but you're unconscious again.
Why?
Because I've got it now. It's my control.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going to take it away.
that's its whole turn though. So Nova, death saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
14.
14%.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is
I get knocked down,
This
but I
room.
get up again.
Anyone
Then I get knocked down
down.
again. I get knocked down.
Oh, let me get another D20 because I don't
I
like
feel
any
terrible,
of
There you go,
but I
take
have
this
no
one.
idea what's happening.
Hang on, I've got
Do it.
Scaldy will
my metal
drag
one.
you
What are they doing
and
with that one?
healing words
I've got
you
this one.
for 6 hit points this time.
And I get up again.
It's
Yes.
down to 4 spells.
I want to come back to this.
Araya,
Hello.
your turn.
Do 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 do.
I feel bad that 3 of
How
you are
much
just
did you
in
say?
another room.
Trapped.
6.
It was 6 originally, yeah. So, oh yeah, the 6 healing, yeah. So you took 5 damage and got 6 healing. You're on 6 HP.
So
And I am up again.
I don't think my favourite colour is what I'm wearing, actually.
Oh, I need you to make a concentration check for your fog cloud.
oh
You took
yeah.
damage.
Oh, that's very true. Yes.
So DC 11.
Use that
I'm not
one.
going to use
Use
that
this
one. I'll
one.
use
Use
that
my
one.
one. It's
No,
broken.
it's got an Aerois one.
I'll use this one. I'll use this one.
What was
The
it?
fog cloud dissipates. Check that fog cloud is concentration.
It is concentration. Yeah.
I do love this reaction of like, I hate my dice. Chaos. That's how I am when I roll.
Ah, it's a 7.
Yep, the fog cloud goes, unfortunately. So
that was
it's
good.
your turn though.
Fuck.
So the fog cloud dissipates, and you see this thing like and targets the 2 swimming desperately to the surface.
Because I know exactly what I do and I can just have a 10.
Nova's stable.
Oh yeah, heat metal went. 'cause
It
she's
went,
unconscious,
it
yeah,
went.
Fuck. Nova is. Oh, you see her eyes flutter open again as Scaldy's like holding feeling hands. We've got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We need to go.
I'm going to cast Fog Cloud again.
Okay. Yeah.
Quill,
Cast
has,
it again.
has anything been said, Quill? Has she
Nova's not
messaged you?
responding to me
There's no
anymore.
tugs on the rope. I don't know what to do.
Cast Fog
The,
Cloud
ro-
again.
the rope is dangling outside the room.
Oh my god.
Like, zombies just tugging it.
But it's not been that long though since they've gone.
No, it's been like less
So
than a
we
couple
w-
of minutes.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there like, guess they'll tell
I
us
feel
when they
really
find
bad,
something.
but I can't do anything because it would be
So
metagaming.
action, you cast fog
Fog
cloud
cloud
in the
again.
same area.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So it works.
Yep. And then
Move
hang on.
bonus.
that's how my
I'll just-
spell slot's gone.
I'll just correct your injury check.
Yes.
So Nova's injury check should have been a +2 to the DC.
But she rolled too
She
high.
mega passed it.
Thank you
but
for reminding me. It does get harder every time.
Harder every time she goes down.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well done, Quill. Thank you.
Here.
I really
out.
love the injury
Get
table.
out.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah.
Special boy, gold stars.
No.
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Move and
Oh
bonus
god.
action.
I'm gonna
I hear
move
it.
up.
Move.
5, 10, 15. Move up. Just move up to them again.
Okay. And then anything you want to do with your bonus
I
action?
think you spent the entire battle swimming
Good
towards
match.
it, now swimming away.
Oh
Like
my god. What have I
a
got?
wave
What can I
machine has been
do?
activated.
Is there anything of like another way out of this room?
They're looking past the turret. You think you can see a doorway?
Past the turret.
Oh, I can't really do anything.
It seems to be like
else.
kind of hidden by the lip of the floor, but you get just a faint edge of like the top of a doorway at the back of the room.
I
It's
can't.
almost like that scroll that said magical defenses.
Almost like-
Wonder what that might have been referring to.
Yeah.
Fuck nugget.
It's almost like when Quill was like, I'm going to cast Detect Magic and move along with them. I'm like, that's a great idea. Anyway, so anything you want to do as a bonus action? Nope.
There's nothing else I
At
can
the
do.
top of the round, the thing, we'll see if its explosive bolt recharges.
Stop hitting me!
It doesn't recharge its explosion.
Oh,
So
God.
instead, it will target Aerois and Scaldy. It will fire a weighted bolas at... no, it will just fire 2 piercing bolts, 1 at each, but it has disadvantage because of the fog cloud. So it's
old fog.
Scaldy. It's a 14 and a 14 for a 21. That's going to hit Scaldy for 16 points of damage. And then Aerois, that's a 4 or a 1 outweigh disadvantage. So an 8, it misses. So you kind of like throw yourself to the side as another. Scaldy takes one in the back and is like, he's now like carrying Nova, this dwarven lady in all of her black leathers, her long blonde hair just matted against her. Nova, your go.
And you're not dead.
I've got a thing I can do,
Sure. I'd love to hear it.
but I have decisions to make.
Well, you've got 6 seconds to make them in.
I'm thinking about casting Thunderstep,
Sure, do it.
but who do I teleport with me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh shit!
Because whoever you leave behind will be taking some damage. You need to make a decision, Kim. Can't spin forever, or are you going to delay your turn?
I think Nova would take Scaldy because Scaldy can heal Sentry.
Okay, so yeah, what'd you do? Thunderstep?
What was that, by the way?
I'm gonna
That
be...
means rolling some dice.
I thought that was your gavel.
I thought it was a clock.
there was
So what are you doing? I'm going to give you...
I can't cast 2 spells in one go, can I?
Not first.
You
You can't
can't-
cast a cantrip in another spell.
Yeah, you can't burn us but 2 spell slots.
Because here's
No.
the other thing I could have done was Invisibility and Misty Step.
Good done.
But I can't.
No.
No,
Could
it's a
I?
long 6 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Could I use one... So my action to do Thunderstep, but a bonus action to throw my Glamour Disc out with the image of Ayla.
Does Glamour Disc let you activate it as a bonus action? Should say in the item.
Are you in the glamour disc?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
I think it's literally like Ayla just standing there looking mad, like...
Sounds about right.
Should say as an action or as a
It
bonus
says as an
action.
action to store it.
Then I would say it's an action.
Action can prove...
Yep. Right, what are you doing? I need a decision right now, or I'm going to delay your turn.
Can I bonus action give a potion to Aerois?
What potion? Healing?
A regular healing potion.
Sure. Mark it off.
And then just be like, I'm so sorry, I'll get help!
Mark off your healing potion, and then you cast Thunderstep.
And
Yeah,
then
you were
I'll-
mega underwater when you said that.
No, they're
She
at
was
the
at the
top.
top.
They're because Scaldy brought her up so she can
Oh,
breathe.
on the surface of that.
Yeah, that's why they can cast spells, because if you're underwater, spells have speaking components.
How does Eldritch Blast do?
Yeah, does Eldritch Blast have a
Huh?
verbal?
I don't know if it does, actually. And if it does, she has, like... With Nova, it's a bit different, because even if she's got 10 seconds of
Yeah,
air,
it is.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like,
VNS.
doesn't matter.
VNS.
Yeah, so verbal and somatic. So it does, but for Nova, it won't matter.
Can I make sure that I'm away, like, so move
Okay,
away
so let's do this.
from-
But let's do this by thing. So bonus action, you
Give
give her a potion.
Aerois a potion.
You can now
say I'm
move 15
sorry,
feet.
Move away so she doesn't get caught in the...
Right, but if you move away, Scaldy won't be next to you anymore.
No, but I'm gonna...
You're not very strong. She's a dwarf.
Just delay the turn. Just delay it so you can think about it.
Well, she's said what she's doing. So
gonna let you
either
arrive
you
there.
cast it where you are, or you move away and hope Scaldy moves up next to you. And you
really
can
have a
ready your
favourite
action to
colour.
cast it. Kim.
Have you not?
10 foot,
Not like green?
No,
so she is caught in the...
never really thought about it.
But what if I move the other side of Scaldy? So it's like, so I'm just moving the other side of Scaldy?
So if Scaldy's here, you were here, so you swim around here, Aerois was here, still 10 feet, because it's 10 feet from you. It's 10-foot radius, right? Yeah, she'd still be in it. What you could do is move like here, and then ready an action that when Scaldy gets to you, you teleport away, but that relies on Scaldy coming to you and doing what you said.
I will
Unless
do
you-
that, so I'll move away.
You have to communicate to her what you want to do. Though.
We're all above the water, so I'll move away. Say, Scaldy, come here. We're getting out of here.
Okay. Yeah, sure. She won't know that what you mean, so you swim to about here. She goes next after you, so she moves there, and then you're going to Thunderstep, right? Yep, so nobody's in range. So you can Thunderstep 60 feet. Does it say it has to be somewhere you can
It's
see?
90 foot.
Does it say you have to be able to see it, or just anywhere?
An unoccupied space you can see within range.
So you can, at most, you can pretty much go to about here.
Yeah.
Like, boof, there. Okay.
Lucius, conscious and dance.
You hear, this is all of you, by the way.
Oh.
You hear this underwater, like a thunder, like a lightning bolt hitting underwater, and it
All we see is
you hear like a boom, and probably a shaking. Like it's probably stones fall down and like. Araya, Nova and Scaldy disappear in a shockwave of water. You're like, "Blah," and you're like thrown back.
I'm sorry.
As Nova just disappears. And it's now your go.
Okie dokie.
So you've left. Araya's like,
floating around.
but this mist is still filling up the room.
You've got potion healing, so you're fine.
Nice.
You're fine.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Can we roll initiative?
Do we
if
get a
we're-
reaction to this?
Yeah. Do you want to put a minute or?
Yes, let's roll initiative for all of you guys.
The game!
I know.
We're in it.
I feel bad, but this is your decision.
No, we've been talking about favourite colours.
Ayla?
This is great.
16. Quill?
13.
13. Lucius?
14.
14. Okay, Araya.
Okay, so he currently can't see me.
Well, yeah, he can't see you, but as has just been witnessed, he can fire roughly where he thinks you are,
Yeah.
and it's a scatter shot.
I'm
basically.
gonna like swim to somewhere I think he's not gonna see me. So I'm probably gonna go like 5.
Okay, before you do that, because you're a trained hunter, this thing can see the entire room,
Right.
even straight down. It can angle itself and just shoot down.
But do
Okay.
you
So
mean
that-
you want to move to where you think he's not going to...
But it can see
Shoot at
every
you.
single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, that would be trying to hide. You'd
Yeah.
basically be using the fog cloud to try
Yeah,
and like
try and-
move away without it knowing where
Yeah.
you are. Yep, you can do that. Yeah, that's
Okay,
a stealth
cool.
check, and then you can move 15 feet.
Nice.
What'd you get?
Oh!
Was that a natural one?
That was a 4. I got 10.
Okay, so you try and stealthily swim away, like you kind of, and then you kind of swim through. So you can move where you want to move. So
Cool.
bonus action to hide. You got move action, move and an action.
I'm gonna move maybe up to this corner, so like 5, 10, 15,
Yep.
and just chill out.
Okay.
Yeah, just think about life.
Yeah, just think.
If you got your affairs in order.
Yeah, I'm just like, just go for
Oh,
my
I've killed another
taxes.
person, guys. I've killed another person.
Okay.
It's nice of you to go up against the wall for him to, pin you to.
Yeah, you hear a crunk, 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 crunk. As one bowler and one bolt come flying out. The bolt is at disadvantage still because of the thing. That's still a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
This thing is really accurate. I rolled an 18 and a 13
Oh
with
my god.
disadvantage.
So it's got 7 to hit.
That's 16, 20 points of damage to
Yep,
Araya.
that's cool.
Unconscious or
No,
still
no,
up?
still going.
All right,
still
so the
going.
next one is the bowlers come flying out. That's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
So you are
disadvantage as
grappled.
well.
So this bowler wraps around. Oh no, that wasn't. I didn't roll with disadvantage. So that was okay. That a 12 with disadvantage.
See?
So the
I see
bowlers,
some things that are good.
and you're like, you're still like bleeding profusely from this wound. That's its go. It doesn't do anything else. Nova.
Nice.
Has Quill messaged me? Like, is this what?
He's not gone yet. So they've
Okay.
just heard the explosion, and now you're going. So
Well, can I grab the rope?
so you are now underwater. Yeah, you can grab the rope.
Oh, I can uncanny door.
You've been able to do that this
I don't
entire
think
No,
I
time?
can I do that yet?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
5th level rogue.
Oh,
You're
fifth
only-
level. I'm
yeah.
not 5th level.
You're
Okay.
not. You're 2nd level rogue, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is it's 5th level rogues can uncanny dodge, but you're a 3 ranger 2 rogue.
2 free ranger, 2 rogue.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah.
That's big.
Can I-
Chat are like, uncanny dodge? No.
Yeah. Multi.
You're wrong.
I want to move and
Sure. Yeah, just go ahead.
but tug the rope as well as
Sure, yeah.
hard as I can.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I ready an action? That like I don't know if
If you
like,
move,
so,
tugging the rope, I'll let you tug the rope as for free. If you're moving, you can like,
I think if you're pulling yourself
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it, that's
You're just
tugging
like,
it anyway.
and then
Yeah.
ready an action so that if Quill messages me, I say, Aria's in trouble. Come as like now.
okay, yeah, sure, yeah. So do you want to move as well, 15 feet?
Yeah, it's
So you go
15.
5, 10, 15 to blood there. Okay, and then you tug on the rope. You guys get the tug, and it is in fact Ayla's go. You feel the rope.
Okay, so
Well,
I
actually-
know that. No, I would
Hang
because
on.
I was thinking about this. It's not tied onto
No,
that
it's true.
corner.
It'd
so
be a gentler tug.
It would be,
Yes,
but
you would
I
still
would still
feel it,
feel it.
yes, yes,
so
you do.
knowing that, I will just immediately follow the rope into the water and just go
Okay.
because I need to get to here before I can pull her along.
Yes. Yeah, you know that. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. So you jump in.
So
back here.
I've got 45 feet movement usually.
So are you going to dash? Or are you just going to spend your whole thing?
Yeah.
Because then basically it'd be 45 twice would be 90, halved 45. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
That's as far as I
That's
can
your
get.
whole movement. So you just spend your whole turn, dun dun dun, like Baywatch. I'm
gonna get you!
Swimming in. Lucius. You see Ayla just like perfect
can I
diving,
say
like Tomb
they're
Raider.
in trouble, and then I'll dive in.
I mean, they see you, the
Yeah.
rope get tugged.
Okay, let's go.
Hold your breath.
I've forgotten how.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you can move. Are you just going to dash as well?
Yeah.
So you only go 30. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Quill, are you going to do the same thing?
Yep.
5, 10.
So I'm just pulling the rope as well.
Message at all?
Out of interest.
Oh, yeah, do you want a message before you jump?
Oh yeah, I mean like I said, I'm constantly just pinging that message.
Well, that would be
So that would
15
take you
feet,
back,
actually,
yeah.
Would it?
15. Yeah, because it's an action to cast message.
Is it?
Yes, all spells. So you cast message. What did you say?
Everything okay, Nova?
Nova replies, "Aerois in danger, come help!" You lose about 30 seconds of breath, but we'll just keep that in mind.
Fine. I kind of knew that anyway, but fine. Sure.
Well, you wouldn't.
'Kay.
You know it, but Quill doesn't.
Arise in trouble. I know that Arise in there, but now I can't use message to get any reasonable distance.
Scaldy will. She's still got breath left. She can't see. Right. She was going to try and help her out, but she can't. She's like, like can't see her. Araya, you'll go.
I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna.
When I was making this encounter, I was just like, this is either going to go really, like, they're going to be fine, or this is going to go really badly and it's going to be a real clusterfuck.
What do
This is us. Come on.
What do they say about splitting the party, by the way?
Yeah, what do they say about that,
Because we're
Tom?
split it 3 ways now.
Araya, what'd you do?
I'm gonna bonus action move up 15 feet, and then I'm gonna try and like lift up.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so you go 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
Scotty sees you just and then you're gonna try and lift it up. It's a athletics check to try and do
Athletics,
this.
Oh, it's actually possible.
Oh, it's actually double figures this time. 16.
16. I think that's actually enough to start lifting it. That is exactly what you needed. So you can you lift it up. Whilst you are lifting it, so you can either basically, because it's just you can pass under it and just let it drop again, or you can hold it up for, like, if other people were trapped in here, you could hold
Cool.
it up, for example. But you just,
I'm going straight through it. I'm out.
yeah, you're just like, boosh, and then it
Out
slams down.
Oh, so it's closed again.
That's it.
Yeah. So Scaldy's like kind of gestures you along.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was your bonus action to dash, action to lift it up, movement to get to the other side. So technically you can be like here.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. So at this point, in terms of the initiative, we won't keep track of that because there aren't actually any monsters now. The bolter doesn't shoot past the room. So basically, it would take you 2 or 3 rounds. So 4 rounds for the 2 lonely boys who can't breathe very long. So it's been about
Lonely
24 seconds.
Lonely boy.
I can do it in 3.
But you guys can meet up.
Scrubs.
What the hell?
Yeah. So all of these guys basically get to.
So
about-
we all have a lovely little meeting.
Yeah. Everybody swims up to
I
that.
suppose Nova swims to us, tugs us to come backwards. Araya turns up.
Yes.
I'll point towards the entrance, the main entrance that we all came in,
Okay,
and
yeah.
say that we can go. Well, I'm going to say that obviously.
Yeah. So you all just basically go.
Back to the main entrance.
You burst. You break water.
done very
take
well.
a big breath of air.
What was that noise?
I'm bleeding profusely. I'm just bleeding profusely everywhere.
Please, how's everyone else?
This is the wrong way. This is the entrance.
Well, I know. I just figured we'd need to find a place to
Breathe.
get to quickly. What happened?
There was a great big thing shooting bolts and it was
Some
horrible.
sort of old weapon attached to the ceiling, like a big crossbow. Just started shooting.
That's what they said in the scroll, was it not? The defenses?
Is that magical defenses? I'm so sorry, Aerois.
No, don't be. It's
I
fine.
didn't know what to do.
It's
It's
fine.
okay,
I had
Aerois
plenty.
got it.
I've got plenty of health left. Don't worry.
Well, plenty of health.
Plenty of health.
That's very exact.
Well, I'm
very
very healthy. I feel very healthy. I feel.
You've got a bolt in your back.
Despite this, I know it looks awful,
Look,
but don't
give
worry.
me 10 minutes and I'll start casting Prayer of Healing.
Yeah.
So that will affect, I guess, everybody, up to 6 creatures.
Yeah. That literally affects everyone.
Yeah.
So yep. You do that. Yeah. You're not
So-
interrupted.
10 minutes. Carry on while I just figure out what I actually need to do here.
Yes, some sort of device mounted into a room seemed to be protecting a doorway or something.
Well, if that's what the scroll was talking about, then there's a doorway to a shrine. Shrines are nice normally, right?
Shrine's probably gone bad, and that's where all the ghosties are coming from. Or
Sounds like that would be where bad things were happening, right?
Makes sense.
It's like that's where, if we want to put a stop to what's going on, then yes, we'll need to go that way.
How do we stop?
17 healing to everyone.
Perfect.
Oh,
Galdi's back up to full.
thank you.
That tinkles.
Thank you, Willick.
Not even half.
But yes, we'll need to figure out some way past it. It has perfect vision of the entire room. Aerois tried to go up some stairs, but they seem to activate some sort of trap, a gateway that's shut on us.
Can we get back through there? Is that the way we need to go?
I think so.
There
Don't
was,
know. There was another natural-looking cavern,
but it was
Narrow.
small and narrow and probably quite dangerous.
quite tight. Nova, give me a survival check.
Why am I like bleeding out in the walls?
Yeah, you're bleeding out.
It's
Why
diseased.
don't you make a check?
14.
14. The only thing you can think of, that natural cavern, it would be vaguely where part of the mech was. Like maybe its hand, because you could see its other hand was buried in the ground. So its arm is probably in that vague area. And its chest is separate.
I mean, I guess she just swam from that direction, so like she just needs to look backwards over the
He knows
ruins.
where it is, yeah.
Oh, now that I think about it and look at the war machine, I think that natural way leads towards the war machine with the Tiangong fragment. Yeah.
So,
Tiangong, you want to say anything?
It doesn't,
No.
doesn't respond.
Nothing.
so we need to go down, back that way, but not towards the magical defenses.
Well, I would imagine that if there's ghosts, they might be hanging out in a shrine. I don't know, Scaldy?
I imagine that normally a corrupted source of faith will anger spirits, and these were defenders of Siaska, so I imagine that that's the cause. But I mean, if you want to investigate the giant war machine for your friend here, yeah, I suspect that maybe its arm would be in that area, but the rest of its body would probably be deeper below.
I mean, it could be that whatever magical energy Tiangong is picking up is what's causing the whole...
It could be. I can't give you any easy answers, I'm afraid.
If we shut down what's happening with the ghosts, then we don't have to deal with them while we go and find.
Well,
The
yeah,
fragment.
I assumed we'd do ghosts first and me maybe a second if you guys are nice enough, but you know.
Oh, I just
I'm
assumed
certain to
the
assist you.
the shard was what was causing it.
Do you think?
I don't know. I don't,
Actually, that's true. We know nothing.
in
I'm afraid I don't know.
in my experience, Tiangong's energy powers machines, weapons. I don't know about ghosts.
But could
like
it cause
corrupt-
unrest?
I don't know.
Could it be powering the bolt firer?
Maybe.
Mark, help a girl out.
Looking at the defense, that looks like it was installed into these rooms long before the mech would have turned up. Like that was
Also-
the defense of the keep.
Yeah, no, I don't think so because also like using the ether, that's something Starbane would do, and the bolt mech thing, the bolt machine looked like good guy stuff.
So how do we shut that down without it shooting at us?
How high was it on the ceiling? Is there?
I mean, the platform was about 5-10 feet out of the water. There is air there, but then the machine is set into the ceiling. It's about maybe 10-15 feet from the ground, from the water.
If I could sense, see the magic, would I be able to tell where the activation button is? Or deactivation button?
I don't know.
Why would there be a button?
Lever? Switch? I don't know.
Feel
There must be
like
something to turn it
just
on.
needs smashed pieces, probably.
I imagine that breaking it will certainly work. I mean, it did seem to Nova use some sort of spell to make it hot, which seemed to do something.
It didn't. Yeah, it seemed to have some magical defense though.
Yeah. Yeah, my spells seemed somewhat effective, but
So hit it more times.
I couldn't get close to it. I don't have any long range that would be effective underwater, so it's difficult.
it's a tricky one. either we could try and sneak up way past it, or find some way to fight it. But it seems that once you stepped onto the stairs, that's when the gateway shut down on us. So at least we know that now, that we can't get caught out by it.
Well, I think all of us together, we might be able to deal with it. I mean,
There was
survived
air
on your
there.
own. Huh?
There was air there.
That's the next place to be then.
Just tackle it as a group.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was probably my bad for being so headstrong and saying we all go to the head.
It's fine.
No,
Nova.
There is no way that we could have known about
No,
it.
there's no way.
Yeah, I'm not doing a self-pity thing. Please don't shout at me again.
It's okay. All of us here will be totally fine. We can go against it, smash it to pieces, or turn it off, and like touch it on the shoulder. You've just healed for 10 HP.
Again.
I don't think I can
I had
reach
Scaldy
it.
stats
But...
underneath all my other notes the whole time.
Bark you.
Oh no, she has a spell.
And now you're on the floor.
I had all of her stuff because Nightjar sent it to me, but it's the fact I spent ages looking at it, and then it's because it was on a bigger piece of paper than I thought it was. Anyway,
Okay, so we need to lift up a portcullis. Everyone get in there.
I could levitate you and you could go up and whack it.
Plan.
sure.
We'll
the
need
plan
to
that you
equip
want to swim in?
portcullis.
Sure.
Give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
again.
the thing. We're gonna be trapped in there because as soon as you, at least as soon as you touched the stairs, it went off, right?
Yes.
The portcullis came down.
Okay, so what's the
Sounds
plan?
like it targets areas, so spread out.
Okay.
I'm ritual casting
Yeah, it's fine.
thing.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
Well, shall we give this a go? Let's.
Right, so basically, you can swim up to the room without worrying about breath. So just put yourselves in the order that you're going.
think
in.
Well, I'm going to have
first,
to
'cause
open
you're
the
opening it.
portcullis.
There we
It's-
go.
Well, as you get down to the end, the portcullis is gone. It's like it's retracted back up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you basically can.
Threat not detected.
It seems to be that because you spent about 20 minutes outside doing ritual magic, or casting prayer and then ritual spells, that's reset
Oh,
the
I
room.
died.
Because the
Is
stairs have gone back to normal stairs as well.
Is
Okay.
Foley's healing magic a cantrip or like a? Yeah.
It's normal spells.
No such thing. Haha, what a dream.
So yeah, so
Warlock.
you're basically, I'm assuming you're keeping back so you're not stepping into the room because this thing only seems to target when you go in. But yeah, you can see the portcullis is raised, you can see the room as normal. But the second, I mean, you guys are prepared, so I'd say that you guys can have a surprise round. You know it's there. You can basically all take a free full turn.
Okay. So I guess are we re-rolling initiative?
Do your surprise round first, then we'll roll initiative.
Okay.
Because you might be able to like destroy this in one surprise round.
I mean, you said you were going to levitate straight away, didn't you, Nova?
Yeah, I guess
If you want to levitate me above
the only
water,
thing is you have to get up. Like I can,
You can-
cast levitate on you, but it doesn't. It means you go like.
You can just go vertical.
all right. So I need
You
to
can't,
get.
like, it's not
you need to,
flying.
like-
You can just
Sure.
go up and down.
So you have to
Unless
wait.
you
till I'm
push
closer.
against the wall.
Yeah. But the other thing is, Nova, you don't forget you can ready actions. So Nova could just be at the entrance and say, when Ayla is underneath it, I will levitate her up. You could do that.
Yeah, I'm just double checking if it's touch.
It's going to take me a couple.
I don't
minutes
believe
to get
this.
there.
I've used levitate, it's not touch.
Okay, so yeah, when
It'll take me a while to get there.
when Ayla's in place,
Mm-hmm.
I will cast levitate on her.
Okay, so that's you're just going to hold your turn for that. Anybody else doing anything? Because you've got a surprise round.
The thing is,
Yes.
the surprise round is going to be taken up with getting
Yours is just
into
swimming.
the area.
It is, yeah.
For
But-
most of us, it's
Well,
going to
for
be
the
getting into
people
the
with
area.
ranged spells, they'll be fine. Because they can just go up, straight up into the air and then...
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I'll
do you want to just move Ayla? So she's going to go 45, 10, 15, 20, 25...
I'll just
30,
open up with
35,
a
40, 45. So you get there with a whole turn. So next turn you can just step in and then get
Can I bonus action rage on this turn? This bonus action.
Could do, yes. Yep. you
So
can
I'm
do that.
just ready in place.
Yeah, so you're raging. So Ayla swims forward like, just getting mad as she swims through.
Angry.
What do the rest of you guys want to do? So you're going to wait here to cast the thing, or do you want to move in and
Can
then
I
ready?
move in, like just
10,
and then
15.
to the not that far, to the
10,
left there.
like there?
Yeah, just in there.
So Quill moves
Spread
in
out,
there.
man, spread out.
Lucius.
I'll
would you want
go
to do?
there, 15, and be on the surface, ready.
Okay, so you just want to go like here.
So I'm going in and I'm doing a readied action for when Ayla is about to use an attack. I'll guiding bolt it so that she has advantage.
Oh, okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. And then
I'll go
Aerois,
there.
what do you
Yeah,
want to
I'll
do? So from here.
move in. Yeah.
I'm acid
5, 10,
arrowing.
15.
Yeah, and I'll stay about there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do want to dash and try and get to the stairs, or do you want to just like get to the surface?
Oh, I could try and get to the stairs. Why not? Go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
So you can go about there. Okay, so those of you who are doing ranged attacks,
Yes.
you guys can do those now.
Can I bonus attack Hexblade Cursor as well?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Natural 20.
19.
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, you can't hexblade it. If your readied action is to cast a spell, you can't break the 2 spell kind of limit
Oh, because
thing.
that's a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's still a spell slot spell. It's
Is it?
Hex, yeah, it's a spell
Hexblade
slot.
Curse.
Oh, Hexblade Curse.
Yeah,
no,
not
you
Hex,
can do
I
that.
don't have
Sorry, I
Hex
thought you were
anymore.
casting Hex.
I don't got Hex.
Hexblade
anymore.
Curse is fine. Yes,
Yeah.
you can do that. Scaldi is going to cast Sanctuary on Aerois,
Ooh.
which means that if it tries to attack you, it has to make a saving throw.
Oh, nice.
You're like protected by a field of magic.
20 points of acid damage.
Whoa!
Wow.
Hit.
Yes.
He rolled a natural
Oh, natural
20.
20.
20.
Fuck yeah. How much? 20 points of acid damage.
Yes, and then my
Fucking good.
Dichromancy,
Yeah, how much do you,
level
and so
2.
so that would be another
five.
5.
25
And is that acid arrow?
acid. Melts acid arrow.
No, so next turn, on its turn, it will take damage as well.
Yes.
That doesn't get doubled, unfortunately, for the crit.
Okay.
And Quill,
Still, that's
say
So I
crit,
did a
bolt.
10 damage with the guiding bolt, but
Okay.
that means that Ayla will have advantage.
And so you hit with that as well. What did you roll to hit?
A 19.
19, yeah,
Plus,
that hits.
yeah.
Yep. Cool. So that was that from that. That was that from that. Da da da. Okay, so now it's initiative.
Wait, didn't you Hexblade Curse it?
Yes,
So
doesn't
that
do
19
damage
is a crit.
For me.
for her.
Her, okay.
For you.
Not for you, Quill.
You are not a Hexblade warrior.
Not yet, I'm not.
You could be though, Birdie.
Ayla,
One day.
initiative.
15.
15. Quill, initiative. See if
11.
we can get this wrapped up. Lucius,
19.
Nova,
15.
Aerois,
13.
Scaldi, 15.
I'm Lucius now.
Right. Lucius is actually the going first.
Get
Again.
melt.
Yep.
Okay, I will chromatic orb at level 1, acid again.
Okay.
Does acid seem to go
Yes,
through the
acid definitely. You can see it pitting its metal components, eating through the wood that makes it. You can hear like the grinds, parts of them being broken off and grinding away.
13.
13 does not hit this thing, unfortunately. So you conjure the chromatic orb.
Spaff too much too early.
The dichromancy though,
You spaffed your acid up the wall.
Yeah, but 25 damage. in one
Dichromancy?
turn is
Yeah, so that would
pretty
be
great.
4.
4.
Yeah, so you watch as the orb splashes against the roof, but then you pull some of the orange color and slam it into the thing. The only color you can really see is because you're close to Nova, you just have the dim light of her scarf. There's no light in this room. So you're pulling out just the faint bits of orange from your clothing that you can see. It's go, so roll your Melf's acid arrow damage.
2d4. That's 3.
Another 3 points. On its turn, you can see it panicking, like boom, 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 turning around. The
Mechanical
fog cloud has
panic.
dissipated. It's going to shoot 1 bolt at Lucius, 1 at Quill.
The hell?
You're the only ones who've damaged it.
20 to hit Quill,
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
12 to hit
Bonus action
Lucius.
shield.
It hits.
Wouldn't have blocked
Got
it,
12.
but still.
Barry?
Your AC is 12,
Yeah,
so it
that's
hits. So Quill, you're going to take 7.
Can it not though?
Huh? I rolled a 12. No, I am. That's going to be 11 points of damage to Quill,
Oof.
Just like,
and then 11 points of damage to Lucius. I rolled the same one.
How fair.
Diplomatic.
Perfectly balanced.
As you both get
As
blasted by these bolts.
Yeah.
After them, it is Ayla.
so
You're 11.
can I move up so that I'm definitely going to be, can I be
You're
in a position?
underneath it.
Yeah, but if this platform, I want to make sure that when I come back down, I can perch myself on that platform. Yeah,
It's easy.
When
You're
the
basically
rotate
hugging
ends
the
as
wall
well,
and then.
yeah.
You gently.
Okay, that's
gently
fine.
boot-
But I
it
just
doesn't
kind of
just
wanted to
hit
be on
you.
the platform.
Okay. So you get up to it, and then Nova.
Nova levitates.
So you get levitate.
I'm going to
so you-
reckless attack twice.
Cool. Yeah, go
Technically,
for it.
this is when I would have done the guiding bolt.
Oh, well, yeah, but I'm going to do it twice anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, oh yeah, if I...
Lucius would have had advantage because.
No, because my whole action
yeah, it was Lucius.
to guiding bolt when Ayla attacked.
Okay.
So technically, he wouldn't have shot me
Oh,
because I hadn't
so
damaged
so
it
I'm
yet.
getting this. So this
But
is not reckless.
if we
It's from
take
Quill's
the
guiding
one-
bolt.
Normal roll.
Divide that by
25 to hit.
Hits.
Aerois. What do you get?
Saving throw. Ooh, that fell.
Win the campaign.
Passes its saving throw.
Credit
9,
roll.
10, 11, 12.
I think we're done here.
14 damage from the hammer, and then 3 damage halved for the lightning.
You get levitated up, and with the acid having eaten away most of its form, and the guiding bolt having blasted many of its components on, one swing, you knock it off of its entire like mount into the
man.
water. The thing is destroyed.
And it lands on Aerois.
This thing is like, when you concentrate fire on it, it wasn't much of a challenge for you. It was when 3 of you swim in the room on its own and it locks you off and you can't escape that it's like, lol, 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 lol. Whereas,
I'm just standing up there with the hammer, like,
yeah, you're like, "Boosh," and then, oh, it's dead. And now, actually, Ayla, as you reach the top, you can see that there are a few dead bodies lying around. They look like they once held like bows, but they've kind of rotted away.
Treasure
And then
chest.
behind them, there is a large door, this large, about 10 feet wide gold door with the images of Siaska emblazoned onto it that seems to lead further into the complex.
Complex.
And that's pretty much where we can wrap it up. I mean, you guys, I'm assuming, will swim up.
Yeah.
What happens when we touch?
The only thing is you get up to the stairs. So this is actually quite funny. So what are you going to do? Because you know that they're going to turn into a slide. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just standing up there
This is
like,
like 10 minutes. Because like Ayla just like
doing?
floats down and then just stands on.
Kind of trying to reach up to Ayla and be like,
All right.
I'll pull Ryan up.
Stairs.
Okay.
The stairs
You
right
just
here.
pull a
right?
wire up.
I'll go up the stairs.
I'll have
Next
you.
saving throw.
She's the only
with
one
me,
who
Lucius.
knows.
5 plus Dex, so... Wait, Dex save?
Next save.
9.
Yeah,
no, 10.
The stairs, as you get to the top, you hear this ka-kunk. The stairs lock into a slide. You slide into Lucius, knocking him back into the water. And the portcullis slams
Ayla's
down.
just going, that's hilarious. But seriously, give me your hand.
One by
like that
one,
river.
Ayla just like helps you all up.
It's like that river you fell into, remember, Ayla?
Oh yeah, really? And then as I pull him up, I'll just drop him back.
You get dropped.
What river? Was it like the room you fell in? Oh.
Please. I've only got one arm, I can't swim.
or Dwalindel.
Don't sass me and then expect me to pity
I don't
you.
know that.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but lol.
Just like Dwalenden.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
Cool. With that, yeah, I think we'll wrap up today. I'm assuming you will move up to the door and head on
Yeah,
through.
we'll carry on next
Means
time.
that I can just start with a fresh map next time.
Rhiannon, buy some new dice.
That was bad.
Yeah, I will.
Rhiannon's had good dice rolls
Yeah.
for a lot of stuff.
This is-
that was bad.
That was,
curse.
really,
It was a bad
that was a
day.
really bad session. The highest I got was a 10 that whole time.
Holy crap.
It happens.
That was funny.
it
That was
happens to me a lot.
Very
New
good.
dice week.
I'm kind of pleased that 3 of you went in that room by yourselves. Like I was just like,
Bunch of idiots.
That was so funny.
that is D&D. Like,
Yeah.
doo-doo-doo, going through the dungeon.
Still haven't learned.
Doo-doo-doo.
I just
I'll
like
just
the,
go up these stairs.
Nothing bad can happen to me. It's not happened before.
Meanwhile, we just had some really dumb conversations about favourite colours.
You guys are just sat in
I don't
like,
think I
a
have
little
favorite
kind of like musty, damp corridor. Like,
Do you like green?
I'm just really glad though that Aerois didn't die.
I know. The whole time I was
how
just
close
like,
were you?
I was miles away.
Okay.
I'd only taken like 9 damage that encounter.
So you
It
well,
wasn't-
and then you took the 20.
I took the
so
20,
it's like,
yeah. So it wasn't that
about
bad.
half,
Yeah.
Should have
So you were the closer one. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
I
were
was on
real
5
bad.
at that.
Yeah.
I think it's because so much damage was dealt to everyone as a whole that we thought that you were really low.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I was just like, nah, that's fine.
That was a good prayer of healing.
I should learn though.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
I should learn my
Bit
lessons.
pointless, but...
my prayer of healing was quite good.
But
though.
No, it was 2 d8s and I rolled like 2 7s, so...
But I think MVP for the definitely old crit boy over there.
Yeah.
25 damage.
25.
Acid
That's a
damage,
lot.
which it was resistant to a lot of different damages. In fact, it was immune to a lot of damage.
Oh wow.
Really?
So acid was a good shout.
Bam.
I did kill 2 ghosts.
You did kill the 2 ghosts.
2 weeks.
Right, Ola Renve has donated with no message, but thank you very much. In Film donated as well. Just want to share my happiness that I got a HR ticket for YogCon. Honestly, can't believe I'll get to play. Much love to everyone who can get a ticket. All my best wishes for next time. Well,
We'll
in
see
film,
you there.
Congrats.
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Enjoy the
Inflim.
game. Frank the NPC donated as well. Episode prediction: traveling through the haunted dungeon, Lucius is possessed by the ghost of a wealthy older woman named Beatrice. Beatrice.
Beatrice.
My brain stopped working.
Boop-a-boop-a-bit.
She proves invaluable in the mech battle. Oh, those wacky sloths. Keep trying, Frank.
Oh, those wacky
Kissy donated. Caught a hundo. Thank you very much.
Wowee.
Al Nuggets also donated. Very generous. Thank you. First time catching you guys live. You're all amazing. Thank you very much. You guys want to read some, or should I just carry on?
Just keep going.
going.
Keep going. Flaming Soup
You're quick
donated.
at it.
Still catching up on the whole series while watching it live. Feels like I'm reading the plot of a movie before going to go see it. I do that sometimes. Thanks very much. Geeky Kitty donated. Finally catching you guys live. Shout out from New Zealand.
Wow.
I don't think the 5 a.m. wake up is going to happen often, but I had to say hi at least once. So hi.
Hello.
Back to the vlog squad for me.
Good
Thank you very
eye.
much. Whoosh.
Good eye, mate.
Frets a lot donated. Hi rollers, not being able to watch the streams for weeks, but the podcast has saved my life for catch up.
Hey.
Tom, do you think you'll be podcasting the old HR series, Lightfall, Dead Reckoning, etc.? Would be great to relive some classic moments. Love you all.
So much to do there.
There's a lot
I'll leave
there,
Tom
and
to
also
answer that
it's not super podcasty. Like the entire
Yeah,
thing was
Lightfall
filmed
is-
without that in
The
mind.
quality
whereas this,
isn't there.
Yeah, the quality isn't there, so I'm not sure I will.
Like,
Not
it's
Leaks
never gonna happen.
donated. Hey, hi rollers, loving the underwater dungeon with Nova scouting ahead. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. Also, perhaps the name for this episode could be Kim's Immersion. No, I think I came up with a name for the episode. I think I called it The Depths of the Night Eye.
Damn,
Nice.
I'll write that one down.
Write that one down.
Edgy.
Nightjar donated. This time of year is never the easiest for me, but high rollers in chat always make things mostly better. Excited to see you all at YogCon. Managed to get my
Hey.
scrub tier ticket.
Nice.
Yes, we're looking forward to seeing you, Nightjar. JK Quinn donated. This needs to be read in Trot's nerd voice. Actually, due to the door, the air in the room would get trapped as there's no way for it to flow out. Therefore, there would be an air pocket after every door. Thank you. There is no doors. The door was made from metal bars, if you're
Yeah,
referring
it
to the
was-
room with the ghostly voice.
Also,
Those
Trot
don't
is
exist.
right there.
Yeah, but I did it.
Okay.
Because I'm reading them out.
Fair enough.
Varys donated, thank you very much. Irith
I
new
did it.
donated. Hey guys, you've all been an inspiration to me since the start of Aerois. Just want to say thank you all. And Mark, I think you've shaped me into a DM. I am only starting September 8th. Keep up the good work. Into the DM I am. Thank you very much. Thank you, Irithne. That's very kind. How 40k donated. Great stream as always, high rollers. Thanks for all the fun stories and characters. All. Thank you very much. Darth Day 41 donated. Quill used Gust. It's not very effective. We've heard of the damp squid. Now check out the soggy bird. Flaming Soup donated. Trying to catch up with the series at the same time as catching it live. Feels like I'm reading the plot of a movie before watching. Keep up the great work. That
We've already
sounds
had
doubled,
that.
but it really isn't.
Yeah.
The second one.
Oh, there we go. And then Flaming Soup donated again. Said, I think I donated the same message twice. Lol. Well, thanks for the 3 donations. Woody but fine donated a lovely little dip in the water. Just going for a swim. It's so fresh and nice and not at all dangerous. Those metallic sounds? No, it's great. It's fine. Thanks very much. Meta Manu donated $250. Thank you very much, Manu. Generous as always. Frost Giant 521. Here's a wee cheeky dono from my birthday money yesterday. Happy birthday on the VOD squad this week, but did notice the new D&D Beyond interactive overlay on the High Rollers channel. And it looks bloody amazing, as are all of you. They maybe updated
Is
it.
there a new one?
Maybe they've updated it. I don't know. I haven't checked. Ace of Thorns donated. Well, I guess no one can say this was a dry gaming session. Pauses for laughs. Here a week, ladies and gents. Hugs. Thanks very much. Owen Kane. Hundo. Owen Kane has also been crazy with sub gifts recently. He's been doing loads. Mr. Bolter is Best Bolter. That's what we named him when I was doing it on stream. Thank you very much, Owen. Very generous as always.
Wait, they already
Hazel,
knew
Aura.
about him.
Mr. Bolter.
Yeah, I did a stream where I planned out this whole dungeon.
Oh.
Yeah. You can thank Calador Mythica for the idea of the portcullis that shut behind in the Bolter room.
Thanks, Cal.
Azul Aura donated. We had one daddy this week, and of 115 bets, 50 were correct. I was having such a nice, relaxing weekend. I got knocked down, I get back up again, I get knocked down, I get back up again. Long, anxiety-ridden sigh. This is fine.
When was that?
Nightjar donated again. Rest in pieces, Mr. Bolter. You served us well. Thank you very much. McSalt donated $250. Thanks for the funny episode. R.I.P. Mr. Bolter. And I think that is all of them. Indeed, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Mr. Bolter.
One
Hey,
about Daddy's briefcase.
thanks very much for watching this episode, everybody. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't we be?
because there's a lot of stuff going on,
yeah,
and my
Which one
brain's
is
dead.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Next
We'll be
week.
back next week to continue this descent into a dungeon where there is treasures and monsters to be found.
Yes! We're going to get it all!
Yeah.
We're going to get it all!
See you later. Goodbye. Bye.